Single recliner, mattresses and more. Houstonville Road, Danville.
Good morning to you folks. Thursday, the 19th day of October. That's 101923 on your calendar. A day where we expect mostly cloudy skies. 68 is your high. Forecast is coming your way. News comes up here first.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
A local meeting with regional HR professionals, employer leaders, plant managers, and frontline supervisors will help address the hiring, onboarding, and retention challenges that people with a history of substance use disorders or incarceration face. It's set for Friday, November the 3rd, and is being put on by the Danville-Boyle County Workforce Development, Boyle County ASAP, and the Chamber of Commerce. It's free to attend. It includes lunch. If you're someone who works in employment and hiring and you'd like to attend, contact the Boyle County Extension Office. Danville Center College is joining the Coalition of Colleges. The Coalition of Colleges is a group of more than 150 colleges and universities across the nation that's committed to increasing students' access to higher education. The coalition says their members are united to support lower income, under-resourced, and first-generation students by providing responsible financial aid and bolstering student success in college and beyond. A grant given to Bergen will help alleviate some of the flooding issues. On Tuesday, Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman was joined by local leaders and officials as Coleman announced that $880,000 will be spent to install a new drainage system. It's taken years to get to this point, including having to fix Bergen's tax audits to make them eligible to receive grant money. Work's not expected to start on the project for at least another 18 months. Out of the $880,000, $562,000 will come from the federal government, with the rest from the Kentucky Department for Local Government. A new historical marker in Casey County highlights skirmishes that took place in Casey County during the Civil War. While no major battles took place in Casey County, there were soldiers stationed throughout the county, and that led to skirmishes throughout the county as well. A new marker in front of the Casey County Courthouse highlights those. The Casey County News says that marker is double-sided, calling Casey County a strategic crossroads for Union and Confederate forces during the Civil War. And a new Family Dollar and Dollar Tree in Crab Orchard is now open. The grand opening ceremony was held Saturday on Kentucky Highway 39. It's open Monday through Saturday from 8 in the morning until 10 in the evening. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
Time out for sports this weekend with
Sports Map Radio Network
on WHIR AM 1230.
You need a stopper at the new Papa's Quick Stop for some knickknacks, gas and snacks, breakfast, lunch, and fried chicken with a bone. Papa's Quick Stop has a loyalty program, fast way to earn on every purchase you make. A swipe of your card is all it takes. Come see what they've done to the new place at Papa's Quick Stop. Come try their great breakfast, lunch specials, and save on all your gas, snacks, beer, and much, much more. Hey, Papa, can you stop at the Quick Stop in Danville, across from the fairgrounds? Now offering the full Candleberry collection. Candleberry at Papa.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
Thanks there, Jackie Boy. Brought to you by our friends over at Danville Auto Body Shop. For top-of-the-line collision and auto body repair, head to the mechanics at Danville Auto Body Shop. 315 Delahaye. Call for an appointment, 236-2299. That's 236-2299 for Danville Auto Body Shop. All right, you get sunshine and clouds mixed together today. I think for the most part, we see mostly cloudy skies, particularly this afternoon. A high today of 68, a low tonight of 51. I'm looking through the forecast tonight, and it shows me when it's going to rain. So basically, I'm looking for the numbers in the forecast, but it shows me the times it's going to rain, which are numbers, the mile-per-hour wind gust, 22 miles per hour, which is a number. It gives me the percentage of rain, which is a number. So I'm trying to decipher through all these numbers to find the temperature. There it is. 51's the low tonight. Good chance of rain showers tonight. Into tomorrow as well. Football Friday going to be a wet one, at least early on. 62 and 42 is the high and low. It's 6:10 in the morning right now. Joe Show time. Let's rock and roll.
Say, look at JoJo.
Good morning to you, Danville and Boyle County. It's time for the Joe Show on 103.9 FM WHIR. All right, folks, it's Thursday. It's October the 19th, and today we celebrate Evaluate Your Life Day. On the Joe Show, a day that gives us the chance to pause and reflect upon our lives, where it's been and where it's going. Come on, be honest with yourself. Are things going well? What do you need, or what do you want to change? How's your appearance? Are you gaining too much weight? With an honest self-evaluation, you can then make big changes to improve your quality of life as necessary, or if things are going pretty well, just tinker with small adjustments. Today, Evaluate Your Life Day. It's also National Seafood Bisque Day. On the Joe Show, seafood bisque is a delightfully rich and creamy soup made with lobster, crab, shrimp, and crayfish. Sounds good to me. It's often seasoned with wine or cognac and a savory bouquet of spices. The soup is then thickened with fine puree of crustacean shells. Today, National Seafood Bisque Day. It's also Evaluate Your Life Day on this Thursday, October the 19th edition of The Joe Show. We start you off this morning, as we always do, with the playing of our national anthem. It's brought to you by Bob Allen Motor Mall and the Hometown Radio Network. We team up every morning to honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Here it is.
The Bob Allen Motor Mall and Hometown Radio Network proudly honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Motor Mall, Hometown Radio Network. We team up to honor America every morning, Monday through Friday here in the Joe Show with the playing of our national anthem. Phone number to call in this morning to get birthdays and anniversaries on the air is 238-9447. That's 238-WHIR as we do a little birthday party for those people celebrating on this October the 19th. Here's how our local birthday list looks on this day. Starting off with Bucky Bryant, who has a birthday today. Happy birthday, Bucky Bryant. Wendy Roark having a birthday today. So is Kent Mann, John Welsh, Jeffrey Snyder, and Noel Johnson on the birthday list today. Again, that's Bucky Bryant, Wendy Roark, Kent Mann, John Welsh, Jeffrey Snyder, and Noel Johnson. Phone number to call in this morning is 238-9447. That's 238-WHIR for birthdays and for anniversaries. We get them on all day long right here in the Joe Show on 103.9 FM, WHIR Danville. It's a Thursday, October the 19th, and we got a good show, at least I think it's a good show lined up for you. Starts off this morning at 7:10. We always talk with Boyle County head coach Justin Haddix during football season at 7:10. And at 7:20 this morning, Danville head coach Frank Parks Jr. joins us as well. And we'll get Coach Parks on here talking about Admiral football. At 7:40, Jessica Besson gives us a lesson. The Mercer County Extension Office, County Agents Corner. And we'll have Jessica on here at 7:40 this morning. 7:50, Mimi Becker, Danville Boyle County Arts Commission joins us. We'll see what's going on in the local art scene with Mimi every Thursday at 7:50. In the 8 o'clock hour, 8:20, we have Randyisms. The thoughts of Randy Graham and Randy Graham's thoughts. He joins us Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8:20, and we have him on again this morning. In the 9 o'clock hour, 9:10, we'll have Boyle County girls soccer coach Brian Dean, who will join us for just a quick interview. We know he's got stuff to do at school today, but we do have him on this morning, 9:10. The Lady Rebels soccer team travels to Russell High School today for the Elite Eight matchup, a chance to move to the school's first ever Final Four in girls soccer. And we'll have Coach Deem on here this morning talking about that at 9:10. And at 9:35, Sharon Martin from Heritage Hospice will join us. And actually back-to-back hospice days. We had Renee on yesterday, having Sharon on today. And Sharon's coming on talking about the Veterans Appreciation Day Luncheon, which is back in person this year. Awesome news. The 13th annual one. And we'll have Sharon on here this morning at 9:35. That's the rundown of today's show. We would love to have you on. Phone number to call in this morning is 238-WHIR. That's 238-9447. Speaking of, we have a phone call right now. Let's put him on the air. Good morning. You're on the Joe Show.
Good morning, Joe. I'm so glad you took my phone call.
What's going on, Doug? Yeah, what's up?
Great introduction. Hey, I have a birthday to put on there this morning.
All righty. Who do you have?
Robert.
Oh, Big Rob's having a birthday today, huh?
Yeah, Big Robert.
All right. How old is Robert?
You'll be amazed when I tell you this. He's 25.
25 years old. You're right. I'm amazed by that. I would have guessed probably like 15.
Actually, he's 17.
17. There you go. Big Rob, 17 years old. Well, happy birthday to Robert Thacker. What's on you all's list then today to celebrate Robert? What are you going to do? I mean, obviously go to school for him, but what do you do after school?
Go home and go to bed.
Go home and go to bed. Sounds like an old man, Doug.
Well, Robert is an old man now, you know. I mean, he's past 15, past 12.
That is true. Yeah, he's almost a legal adult. He's almost 18, so that's a good
Yeah,
plan. Well, happy
you know,
birthday then to Robert, 17 years old today, and I hope Robert has a great birthday today, and you make sure you let him know, Doug, we gave him a shout-out this morning, okay?
Well, he's listening to you as we speak right now.
Good stuff. Well, Robert, happy birthday to you, buddy. Hope you have a great day.
Thanks, Joe.
All right, Doug, talk to you later. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, happy birthday, 17 years old today to Robert Thacker. Hey, it's 18 minutes after 6 o'clock. We've got sports coming your way right now. A lot happened yesterday in the sports landscape, the sports front, including Major League Baseball ALCS game number 3 with an ace on the mound. Did not go the Aces team's way. Let's talk about it now. The Astros top the Rangers. A third baseman streak of consecutive Gold Gloves ends, and the Colts quarterback likely out for the season. Those are the headlines on this Thursday morning. I'm Joe Mathis, guiding you through these Thursday morning sports, starting off in Major League Baseball, where a postseason stalwart added to his October resume Wednesday night at Globe Life Field, flirting with history once again while pitching his team into a far better position to reach the World Series. Unfortunately for the Texas Rangers, it was not Max Scherzer, it was Christian Javier, the Astros starting pitcher. Scherzer's first appearance in 5 weeks due to a shoulder strain was a bust as he was peppered for 5 runs in 4 innings, and the Astros went on to win 8-5 in Game 3 last night. The Rangers suffered their first loss after 7 consecutive wins to begin these playoffs, and although they still lead the ALCS 2-1, Scherzer's uneven performance raised questions about the club's pitching depth. They pounded 10 hits, including Jose Altuve's 25th career postseason home run. Half of those hits came off Scherzer, who lacked command with his fastball and slider and paid the price. Staying in Major League Baseball, Nolan Arenado's streak of consecutive Gold Gloves has ended at 10. The St. Louis Cardinals third baseman was not among the 3 finalists announced Wednesday. Pittsburgh's Ke'Bryan Hayes, Colorado's Ryan McMahon, and Atlanta's Austin Riley are contending for the award, which will be announced on November 5th. Arenado won in each of his first 10 seasons, matching the high set by Seattle outfielder Ichiro Suzuki from 2001 to 2010. In the National Football League, Indianapolis Colts quarterback Anthony Richardson will indeed undergo shoulder surgery that will end his rookie season after just 4 games. Team owner Jim Irsay made that announcement Wednesday. The news doesn't come as a surprise after Irsay told ESPN on Monday that Richardson would, quote, probably miss the rest of the regular season, with surgery possible in the next week or so. Richardson suffered a grade 3 AC joint sprain in his shoulder during a Week 5 win over Tennessee and was placed on IR last week. The number 4 overall pick in April's NFL draft missed 2 games and then left 2 others early as the Colts have gotten off to a 3-3 start thus far. In soccer news, Brazil forward Neymar tore his ACL and meniscus while playing in the 2026 World Cup qualifying game. His club Al Hilal confirmed yesterday. Neymar was in tears after injuring his left knee in the first half of Brazil's 2-0 loss to Uruguay. The 31 21-year-old Neymar will need surgery. Al Hilal did not say how long he's expected to be out, but it can take 6 months to a year to recover from ACL injuries that would likely rule him out for the rest of this season and place doubts over his participation in next year's Copa America tournament, which starts in June. Those are the headlines on this Thursday morning. I'm Joe Mathis for the Hometown Radio Network.
Did you know that WHIR AM 1230 is the talk of the town? We're not spreading gossip. We're just letting you know where the best talk radio is found all day, every day. Mornings begin with Danville's own Joe Mathis and The Joe Show.
Hey, this is Joe Mathis.
Wake up to what you missed. News, weather, sports, and local guests. Followed by Kentucky Sports Radio with Matt Jones.
Welcome, everyone. Kentucky Sports Radio. I'm Matt Jones.
Then, the man who has an opinion about everything, Tomas Mauricio.
I'm Tomas Mauricio. I invite you to tune in.
Starting at noon with Advocates for America. Then at 3, it's the best-known name in news, Sean Hannity.
Join me, Sean Hannity, on WHIR.
Then, Joe Pag starts off weekday evenings at 6 with his take on the day's news, mixed with his fun parody songs about the news.
Hey, it's Joe Pag on WHIR.
Afterwards, at 10, it's the unique world of John B. Wells on WHIR with his Caravan to Midnight show.
This is John B. Wells, WHIR AM 1230 and FM 103.9.
These guys have a lot to say, and they'll be glad to have you join them every weekday on your home for news, talk, sports. AM 1230, WHIR, the talk of the town.
At Consumer Cellular, you get the same exact coverage as the largest carriers, but for up to half the cost. Same thing, up to half the cost. Up to half the cost for the same thing. 50% the money for 100% the same thing. I hope I'm making myself clear. Consumer Cellular. When freedom calls, we're here to answer. Call us at 1-888-FREEDOM.
Half the cost savings based on cost of Consumer Cellular single-line 5GB data plan with unlimited talk and text compared to lowest cost single-line postpaid unlimited talk, text, and data plan offered by T-Mobile and Verizon May 2023.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? A man age 50 non-tobacco user can obtain $500,000 of coverage for as little as $110 per month. Level rate for 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rate for 20 years. If you're a smoker, there are great rates available for you as well. Call Term Busters for a quote. 1-800-908-7636. You're probably paying more than you should. Call 1-800-908-7636. Remember, call Term Busters. 1-800-908-7636. Sample rate for preferred non-tobacco rate class. Exam required to qualify.
This is Jimmy from the Parthenon Greek American Eats. Enjoy a glass of wine, beer, or your favorite cocktail with your fresh cooked meal made to order. Have you tried our delicious ribs, fish, steak, or salads? We have the best gyros in the region. Only accept the best. Grecian Delight Gyros. Find us at DanvilleGreek.com or Facebook. That's at the Parthenon Greek American Eats in Danville in the Greenleaf Shopping Center, where fresh is our best ingredient.
Parthenon Greek American Eats, dine in or take out, fresh from our family.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
All right, then brought to you by Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance, your local independent insurance agency, proudly representing the Auto Owners Insurance Company. Ask if auto owners make sense for you. Call Mark Dexter or Chris Reitmeyer for a free quote, 236-6686. Cloudy skies, a high today 68. Good chance of rain showers tonight and into tomorrow morning. We'll get about an inch of rain by the time it gets out of here. Football Friday night, tomorrow night, clear, fairly windy as well. 42 is the low, so make sure you bundle up for that. I don't bundle up, but you certainly want to wear long sleeves. Right now it's 6:25 in the morning, 51 degrees on this Thursday, October the 19th. Phone number to call in this morning is 238-9447. As we are taking a look at the celebrities, the famous people having famous birthdays on this famous day. We start off on this date 78 years ago, where actor John Lithgow was born. Some of these names, you know, like I'm sure I should probably know this name, but he's an 80-year-old actor. I've never seen his name before in my life. Radio Rick, who's a pop culture phenomenon. He could come in and tell me exactly this guy, all the movies he plays in, but I've never seen this guy's name before in my life. He's 78 years old today. John Lithgow was what we'll call him. He's been in the movies The World According to Garp. Everyone's favorite movie, The World According to Garp. Terms of Endearment, Twilight Zone, the movie, Footloose, Third Rock from the Sun, 78 years old today. Also on the TV shows Dexter and The Crown.
It is vital that we remain and successfully defend the Suez Canal, a point that I will be making in person to the Commonwealth heads when I host them for the weekend at Chequers.
There you go. Other celebrities having birthdays today. The late LaWanda Page would have had a birthday today. She's from Sanford & Son. She died back in 2002. She was already a successful comedian, touring clubs around L.A. and St. Louis when she was cast in the show. According to legend Red Fox, Red Fox intervened to have her cast and threatened to walk off the show if she was ever replaced. LaWanda Page would have had a birthday today. She would have been 103 years old today. Boxing legend Evander Holyfield is 61. He reigned as the undisputed champion in both the cruiserweight and heavyweight divisions, earning him the nickname The Real Deal. He retired in 2014 and is ranked number 77 on the Ring's list of 100 greatest punchers of all time. Boxing Scene also ranked him the greatest cruiserweight of all time. Speaking of boxers, Floyd Mayweather Sr., not Jr., but Sr. is 71. Some refer to him as the poet laureate of boxing. So Evander Holyfield and Floyd Mayweather Sr. both have birthdays today. And TV personality Ty Pennington is 59. Extreme Home Makeover and Trading Spaces. With the help of his friends, he built and designed his first 3-story home. At the age of 12, it was a treehouse. Birthdays and anniversaries all day long this morning on The Joe Show on WHIR. Those are the celebrities today, folks.
On this day in country music.
All right, then. It was on this day, country music history. Looking back at the year 1945, Anson, Texas is the place. Jeannie Carolyn Stevenson is the person. We know her better as Jeannie C. Riley, country music and gospel singer who's best known for her 1968 country #1 and pop hit, Harper Valley PTA. It was on this day, country music history. Looking back at the year 1976, Tifton, Georgia is the place. Cindy Thompson is the person. Had a big debut single back in 2001, and it was on this date, 1998, Alan Jackson released a song called Right on the Money, which would later also go to #1. And that's what's gone on this date, October 19th, in country music history, folks. Starting off on this day back in 1945, the birthday today of Jeannie C. Riley. 78 years old today. This song written by Kentucky's own Tom T. Hall. In 1980, she published her autobiography, From Harper Valley to the Mountaintop. This song at #1 back in 1945.
And she said, Mama got a note here from the Harper Valley PTA. Well, the note said, Mrs. Johnson, you're wearing your dress is way too high.
And it was on this day, country music history. Let's get to 1998, where Alan Jackson released his song, Right on the Money.
Let's begin with the day I met her, and how fast this good old boy's world got better. The sky got bluer, the grass got greener, just the first few seconds after.
Right on the Money would later go to #1 in 1998, the second single from his album High Mileage. And that's what's gone on this date, October 19th, country music history.
Sweet music made when the bow hits the fiddle.
It's 6:30 in the morning. KNN News is coming your way at 6:30, right on the money.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
The former Louisville police officer who shot Breonna Taylor has been involved in another incident. Miles Cosgrove is now a sheriff's deputy in Carroll County. The Courier-Journal reporting Cosgrove rammed his patrol car into a truck at the Happy Hollow RV Park with such force it damaged cinder blocks at a nearby building. The officer allegedly pointed a gun at the driver and several onlookers. The driver of the truck was charged with fleeing and invading. There were several witnesses to the incident. Cosgrove was fired by the Louisville Police Department in 2021 after the shooting of Taylor. Jail time for the person leading a Lexington conspiracy scheme.
One of the leaders of a criminal conspiracy group that defrauded the city of Lexington out of more than $4 million will spend the next 7 years behind bars. 30-year-old Ghana native Nana Kwambina Amwa pled guilty to federal charges over the summer as part of a plea deal that will also see him have to pay millions in restitution. Amwa is one of 5 co-conspirators who are accused of sending imposter emails to nearly 70 businesses or municipal entities across the country requesting wire transfers to new bank accounts. In August of last year, the group convinced a City of Lexington employee that they were from a community action council and that money was owed to the nonprofit. The city did later recover all of the money that was transmitted. I'm Rick Uccino.
The Boyd County School District removing books from libraries to be in step with Senate Bill 150. The bill states students in 5th grade or below cannot receive education regarding human sexuality and transmitted diseases. All students are now restricted from learning gender identity, self-expression, or orientation. The bill has many restrictions that have been controversial. I'm Sean McCormick.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Now available at Farmers National Bank, free checking and a free gift. Simply open a new Farmers National Bank personal or business checking account and receive a free gift. Minimum required deposit is only $50. We make the process fast and easy. Call 866-888-0220 or stop into one of our 12 convenient locations. Farmers National Bank, with locations in Danville, Bergen, Harrodsburg, Junction City, Lancaster, Perryville, Stanford, Liberty, and Middleburg. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, this is Jenny at the Danville Nutrition Center. Get ready for the great outdoors with our Rootology sinus and allergy support products. Or try our DEET-free, all-natural bug repellents that are safe for the whole family. We even have a natural bug repellent for dogs, which is specially formulated to repel mosquitoes, flies, fleas, and ticks. Enjoy the great outdoors naturally by visiting your locally owned Danville Nutrition Center. We are located at 802 South 4th Street in Danville.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
A local meeting with regional HR professionals, employer leaders, plant managers, and frontline supervisors will help address the hiring, onboarding, and retention challenges that people with a history of substance use disorders or incarceration face. It's set for Friday, November the 3rd, and is being put on by the Danville-Boyle County Workforce Development, Boyle County ASAP, and the Chamber of Commerce. It's free to attend. It includes lunch. If you're someone who works in employment and hiring and you'd like to attend, contact the Boyle County Extension Office. Danville Center College is joining the Coalition of Colleges. The Coalition of Colleges is a group of more than 150 colleges and universities across the nation that's committed to increasing students' access to higher education. The coalition says their members are united to support lower income, under-resourced, and first-generation students by providing responsible financial aid and bolstering student success in college and beyond. A grant given to Bergen will help alleviate some of the flooding issues. On Tuesday, Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman was joined by local leaders and officials as Coleman announced that $880,000 will be spent to install a new drainage system. It's taken years to get to this point, including having to fix Bergen's tax audits to make them eligible to receive grant money. Work's not expected to start on the project for at least another 18 months. Out of the $880,000, $562,000 will come from the federal government, with the rest from the Kentucky Department for Local Government. A new historical marker in Casey County highlights skirmishes that took place in Casey County during the Civil War. While no major battles took place in Casey County, there were soldiers stationed throughout the county, and that led to skirmishes throughout the county as well. A new marker in front of the Casey County Courthouse highlights those. The Casey County News says that marker is double-sided, calling Casey County a strategic crossroads for Union and Confederate forces during the Civil War. And a new Family Dollar and Dollar Tree in Crab Orchard is now open. The grand opening ceremony was held Saturday on Kentucky Highway 39. It's open Monday through Saturday from 8 in the morning until 10 in the evening. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
Did you know that WHIR AM 1230 is the talk of the town? We're not spreading gossip. We're just letting you know where the best talk radio is found all day, every day. Mornings begin with Danville's own Joe Mathis and The Joe Show.
Hey, this is Joe Mathis.
Wake up to what you missed. News, weather, sports, and local guests. Followed by Kentucky Sports Radio with Matt Jones.
Welcome, everyone. Kentucky Sports Radio. I'm Matt Jones.
Then, the man who has an opinion about everything, Tomas Mauricio.
I'm Tomas Mauricio. I invite you to tune in.
Starting at noon with Advocates for America. Then at 3, it's the best-known name in news, Sean Hannity.
Join me, Sean Hannity, on WHIR.
Then, Joe Pag starts off weekday evenings at 6 with his take on the day's news, mixed with his fun parody songs about the news.
Hey, it's Joe Pag on WHIR.
Afterwards, at 10, it's the unique world of John B. Wells on WHIR with his Caravan to Midnight show.
This is John B. Wells, WHIR, AM 1230 and FM 103.9.
These guys have a lot to say, and they'll be glad to have you join them every weekday on your home for news, talk, sports. AM 1230, WHIR, the talk of the town.
This is your season to save on our incredible selection of new Kias from Cardtown Kia.
It's your choice, the new 2023 Kia Sportage or the new 2023 Kia Sorento. Just $349 down and $349 per month.
Unmatched design, performance, and savings all in one at Cardtown Kia and CardtownKiaUSA.com.
2023 Kia Sportage, 2318 to its signing, 2023 Kia Sorento, 2556 to its signing, $349 down, $349 per month, 36-month lease, 10,000 miles per year, plus tax, title, license, doc, and acquisition fees with approved credit. No security deposit required. All incentives to dealer price may not include dealer added options. See dealer for details. Offer expires October 31st, 2023.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
That's nice of you, Jack. Brought to you by ADA Heating and Air. Trust ADA to be there when you need them the most. ADA is always on the way. You know, you can call them 859-519-6382. That's how you get in touch with ADA Heating and Air. You get mostly cloudy skies, a high of 68, a low tonight 51. A half an inch of rain is possible tonight. Tomorrow, you get rain showers, more possible till about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, high of 62. On Saturday, mostly sunny, 68's the high, but a fairly windy day as well on Saturday. Sunny on Sunday, 58 and 35. Right now, it's 6:38 in the morning. It's 51 degrees. Larry Vaught with Vaught's Views today. What's going on with you today, Larry?
Vaught's Views on University of Kentucky Sports is on the air. Featuring 7-time Kentucky Sports Writer of the Year, Larry Vaught.
The Kentucky women's basketball team finished last season 12-19 in its first season after the departure of superstar Ryan Howard to the WNBA. The top 2 scorers from last year's team are gone as Robin Benton graduated and Jada Walker transferred. Kentucky also lost Kentucky and Blair Green. Yet at the team's recent media day, head coach Kyra Elzy was overwhelming with her positivity about this year's team and what it could do. I don't think I've ever heard a coach at any level admit publicly before a season starts that the team might struggle. But Elzy was quick to point out that last year was over and the team is now ready to start over with a new mindset and new goals. It was telling that Elzy talked about the intangibles it would take to win and that relentless defense, loyalty to the team, and playing with a high motor will be the keys to success for this new team.
Vaught's Views will return in a moment.
Wildcat Chevrolet has always been known as your truck headquarters.
This is Michael Oliver with Wildcat Chevrolet Cadiz. In October is truck season, and we do have a good selection of trucks, cars, and SUVs on the lot. New vehicles are coming in weekly, but it's a good idea to get your order in because they sell out quickly.
Wildcat Chevrolet Cadiz, a short drive from anywhere and definitely worth a drive or visit to. Wildcat Chevrolet Cadiz, check out their website daily for updates. It's wildcatchevrolet.com.
Normally, if a coach wants to talk mainly about team chemistry, it is to avoid admitting the talent level might be down. But UK coach Kyra Elzy and senior guard Maddie Scherer both insisted that better team chemistry can translate to more wins that Kentucky had last season. The senior guard said more players have bought into their roles a lot quicker this season and are more accountable than they were a year ago. Elzy also said that she has seen a better competitive spirit in practice. Sounds good, but it takes more than chemistry to win in the SEC.
Find more from Larry at yoursportsedge.com.
Larry Vaught, Vaught's Views, Mondays through Fridays, right here on the Joe Show at this time on this Thursday morning, October the 19th, and 51 degrees here in Danville. 238-9447, your phone number to call in. Hey, a film editor has used artificial intelligence, AI, to give Joe Biden a spooky Freddy Krueger costume. You can see this online. He's dressed Joe Biden up in a Freddy Krueger costume. And this apparently becoming a trend because Joe Biden likes this so much. He's opening up his own costume shop. They wanted to be on the show this morning, the Biden Costume Shop. Get your Halloween costumes there today.
Hey man, it's President Biden, the president. Looking for the perfect Halloween costume? Then come to the Joe Biden Costume Shop. I've got everything you need. You can dress as Joe Biden as Freddy Krueger. Scary stuff, man. Want to be a werewolf? I've got a Joe Biden as a werewolf costume.
How about a Travis Kelce costume for my husband?
No, but I've got a Joe Biden as Travis Kelce costume. Oh man, it's so cool. I'm wearing a Chiefs jersey, and I look like the football guy.
No, my husband doesn't want to go as you. He wants to be Travis.
Too bad, man. All my costumes are me as other stuff. That's the way it's going to be. And if you got a problem with that, too bad, man.
Can he go as Joe Biden as Joe Biden?
Oh, man, that made my brain hurt. Thanks a lot. The Joe Biden Costume Shop. Dress as me, dressed as other stuff today, man.
There you go. Are you tired of the gloom and doom that saturates your daily news? Well, of course you are, and I am right there with you. These stories remind us of the silver lining in the cloud over all of our heads. It's my way of sharing the good news with you, and hopefully you'll go do the same for somebody else. Take it away, Mr. Floyd Kramer. Little good news action for you on this Thursday morning, and here we go. Story number one coming from Houston, where a Houston woman is searching for a good Samaritan who returned her lost Prada wallet with all of her money in it before she even realized it was missing. The wallet went missing while she was out picking up dinner, but an anonymous woman surprised her by bringing it home to her. The wallet's owner, who wishes to remain anonymous, wants to express her gratitude to the generous stranger and is deeply touched by the unexpected act of kindness. A Houston woman lost her new Prada wallet with $1,000 inside. But before she even realized it, a kind stranger returned it to her. Here's a clip of that woman whose wallet was returned. Again, she wants to remain anonymous, so we don't know her name, but says that she hopes the stranger who brought it back to her has the best of luck going forward.
I just pray that karma is a real thing, and I hope she has the best going forward.
There you go. Story number two coming from Spokane, Washington, where an autistic teenager named Gabe had his cherished bicycle stolen, and his Spokane, Washington community rallied to replace it. Local businesses Cherry Hill BMX and Two Wheeler Dealer collaborated to provide Gabe with a brand new bike customized to replace his original one. Gabe's family was blown away by the act of kindness, saying the community could never know how much it means to this teenager. And story number three coming from Nebraska. We're doing a recent cross-country meet in Omaha. 7th grader Memphis Zabawa experienced a life-threatening asthma attack, which led to cardiac arrest. Teacher Julianne Gray noticed the teenager was in distress, and with the assistance of a nearby nurse, administered life-saving CPR when he collapsed. First responders arrived promptly and used an automated external defibrillator, that's an AED, to restore Memphis's heartbeat before taking him to the hospital. After a couple of weeks, the 12-year-old fully recovered and was back to running. And now his parents are praising the Good Samaritans who saved his life and encouraging others to get trained in CPR and to not hesitate to use it to help someone in need. Quick response saves a teenager cross-country runner after cardiac arrest. A Washington community replaces an autistic teenager's stolen custom bicycle. And a Good Samaritan finds and returns a Texas woman's wallet with $1,000 inside. And that's what's going on in this morning's World of Absolute Good, folks. Coming up, selling us at sunrise, the best jokes from the Country Comic Spotlight. Rick Dees in this morning's Planet of the Apps. Floyd Kramer, take us home, buddy. It's all yours.
When it comes to taking your medication, are you really following your doctor's directions?
Your friends at the Medicine Shop Pharmacy at 900 Houstonville Road understand the difficulty of following a medication program, especially if you are taking multiple medications, maintaining a busy schedule, experiencing side effects, or feeling better. But your Medicine Shop pharmacist also understands the importance of taking your medication properly, regardless if you are maintaining an ongoing treatment program or if you're just taking a one-time prescription. It is vital that you take your medication as prescribed so that you receive the fullest benefits. The Medicine Shop offers free weekly medication packaging. We customize your medication therapy and deliver your weekly package, all with no additional charge to you. Let us simplify your therapy and maximize your treatment plan. Visit the Medicine Shop Pharmacy at 900 Houstonville Road or call 238-0002 for more information about the importance of medication compliance. It's just another healthy reminder from the pharmacy that's all about your health.
I know that we are capable of performing like we need to be a champion.
We struggled for a bit, but we've been pretty good here lately.
You know, the Glenn being in there, I didn't see that one coming.
It was taxing on the eyes. By the time we were done there, I felt like I'd watched 24 hours straight of television.
Mark Garrow and PRN's Garage Pass.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. So minivans, sedans, JDMs, roll out. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. And with eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Whether your engine runs daily or only when you need it, C-Max Micro Lubricant is the force you need against carbon buildup that can damage your engine. Combustion causes carbon and other harmful deposits to build up on your engine, fuel system, and transmission. And carbon is like sandpaper rubbing against your engine's internal parts. You don't want that. Protect your engine to the max with C-Max.
With a runner-up at Las Vegas, Christopher Bell now has 3 top 5 finishes in the last 5 playoff races. A year ago, he made the championship 4, and given how he's been running, Bell was asked if he's a favorite to do that again, only this time take the title.
We're capable of performing like a favorite if we put it all together, and we're close. We hit on it at times, and then other times we're not close. So I'm excited to give it my all. I understand that we're not the favorite, and I know that we are capable of doing it and performing like we need to be a champion if it all comes together.
Now, the 2024 Cup Series playoff will have a new look with NASCAR adding Atlanta and another track where the drivers have to turn left and right.
You know, the Glenn being in there, I didn't see that one coming.
Ryan Blaney.
It is what it is. We have 2 super speedways. We have 2 road courses now in the playoffs, so it's just getting a little bit more unique racetracks that they keep throwing in here.
Meanwhile, due to an injury, Alex Bowman missed 3 races early in the season, and it took a while for the 48 team to regain its footing. Despite wrecking out in Vegas, Bowman feels they are headed in the right direction.
I did break my back in April, so we struggled for a bit, but I think we've been pretty good here lately. You know, we've had decent race cars and good runs. Yeah, it's been good lately.
Legacy Motor Club will have John Hunter Nemechek drive their number 42 at Homestead instead of Carson Hocevar. They also said Hocevar will be back in the car for Martinsville and Phoenix.
There's no limit to the fun and excitement to be had at Texas Motor Speedway for a triple-header weekend in 2024. All 3 NASCAR series will take to the track for a Texas-sized weekend of racing action. 2024 is going to be bigger and better than ever, with more camping fun for everyone, including an incredible camper shindig like only Texas can do. 3 days jam-packed with racing action and a no-limits experience you'll only get at Texas Motor Speedway.
When he was out in Las Vegas, Tyler Reddick attended a U2 concert at the new $2.3 billion Exosphere with the largest LED screen on Earth at 580,000 square feet that can display 256 million colors.
The whole venue is very cutting edge, future feeling, and then obviously how they're able to project what they do on the inside, the outside, just the atmosphere, the stage. Really wild night. It was taxing on the eyes. By the time we were done there, I felt like I'd watched like 24 hours straight of television, but it was certainly worth it. I enjoyed it. It was quite the experience.
Mark Garrow and PRN's Garage Pass, presented by eBay Motors. Earn rubber, not cash, by shopping on eBay Motors. ebaymotors.com.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TAXI for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TAXI for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TAXI.
You have a loved one needing to find help, hope, and healing today. The first step to a happier, healthier life is to call the Isaiah House Real Hope for Addiction. Isaiah House provides care for men and women, locations throughout Kentucky, resetting one's life through healing, opportunity, education, and employment support for lifelong success. When you feel once to the point of rock bottom and needs help, hope, and healing, call the Isaiah House anytime, 24 hours a day.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
Well, thanks, Jack. That's awfully nice of you. Brought to you by Coel Collision Center right here in Danville, Devon. At Coel Collision Center, Lebanon Road, right here in Danville. Mostly cloudy, high of 68, low tonight 51, rain shower possibilities tonight, and into tomorrow about an inch of rain possible. Football Friday night should be okay, a little chilly though, 42's the low and fairly windy at times. Saturday sunny, nice day, 70's the high, but 30 mile per hour wind gust. Right now 6:53, it's 52 degrees, Thursday, October the 19th. Phone number to call in this morning is 238-9447. That's 238-WHIR. It's Syllabus at sunrise time. We always start off with Rick Dees letting us know what app we should download in this morning's Planet of the Apps. And here it is.
Welcome to the Planet of the Apps. Well, you may have seen the deep fakes with Tom Cruise and Oprah and others, and politicians, other celebrities. What you didn't know is that now you can put yourself into movies and videos and other trending videos, and it's called Face Mix. It's an app, FACEMIX, one word, getting incredible reviews. How about this? Create virtual content of yourself. You're in a movie. Super realistic face replace videos. Yes, never miss a trend in fashion, sports, whatever. You're in it. Up your game. Face Mix turns your friends into memes. You can do anything you want with Face Mix. It's in the App Store, 5-star rated free. Face Mix, right here with Rick Dees and this molten magma every day. We call it the Planet of the Apps.
Thank you, Rick Dees. The Planet of the Apps, Mondays through Fridays in the Joe Show. At this time leads us into the Country Comic Spotlight this morning, where Ken Kington is in the spotlight. Ken Kington talking about that age-old phrase, you can do anything that you want to do, or you can be anything that you want to be. And Ken Kington saying that's not always true. Ken Kington in the Country Comic Spotlight. Here he is.
Show of hands. How many of you heard the phrase growing up, you can be anything you want to be? Did you hear that? Yeah, what a crock that turned out to be. I wanted to play in the NBA. Turns out I'm short, I'm slow, and I can't jump. Not a good resume, but it wasn't bad. We were middle school. And my best friend, I'll call him Alan, because that was his name. And they said, you can be anything you want. And he's like, dude, I'm going to be a model. And I'm like, dude, you're ugly. You can't be whatever you want to be. I actually did an event with the NBA a few years ago, met Shaquille O'Neal. You guys know who Shaq is, right? And I walked by, I started dying laughing. My buddy said, what's so funny? I said, what if they told Shaq that growing up? You be anything you want to be. No, he can't. What if Shaq's dream in life is to be a professional horse jockey? Imagine those horses. Oh! And you start learning it through life. Like, I worked fast food as a teenager. Anybody else work fast food? Yes, these are my people. Never give fast food workers a hard time. I don't care what you got, what happened, don't give them a hard time. I was in line behind a guy the other day, and he's just like, just reaming the poor little girl, going, son, no pickles on the sandwich, you take about, don't just take the pickles off, you give me the sandwich. This girl's in tears, like, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm sorry. And she goes back there, and I'm thinking, I didn't say it, but I want to go, dude, you paid $5, you got food in a bag. Be happy. But I didn't, because if you've ever worked for fast food, you know this happened. I don't know what was on his sandwich when it went behind the counter. He's not going to want what's on it when it comes back.
Ken Kington in the Country Comic Spotlight. Rick Dees in this morning's Planet of the Apps. It is 6:56 in the morning. Let's see what's breaking and trending as we head towards 7 o'clock. A couple of news quickies for you. Starting off with Rite Aid. After announcing earlier this week it plans to enter Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection, Rite Aid announced plans yesterday to close 154 locations in 15 states as a part of bankruptcy. The company says $3.45 billion in new financing will go toward keeping its remaining stores open and keeping employees paid while it restructures. By the way, I looked through the list. I cannot find any Kentucky locations that will close, so they'll all stay open here in Kentucky. Sean Kirkpatrick, head of the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office of the Pentagon, says they're getting dozens of new reports of UFOs every month, with hundreds, if not thousands, more reports expected in the near future. Kirkpatrick says the majority of the reports are easy to explain, but he also said there are a, quote, very small percentage of observations that have interesting signatures. He says that some of the unidentified reports could be spying efforts by other countries, but the reports will have to be investigated to figure out if they were or what they were. Aliens? Obviously aliens, right? Hey, in today's Weird Stuff Confiscated at the Airport report, Customs and Border Protection officials say they had to destroy some luggage at Chicago's O'Hare International Airport on October 10th. Why? Well, the two passengers' luggage were found to contain 15 pounds of raw goat organs, including the trachea, heart, lungs, liver, kidneys, and the entire digestive system of a goat. The bags were destroyed to limit the risk of livestock diseases and plant pests spreading from the Republic of Congo, where the passengers were arriving from. The bags also contained a pound of unknown meat and 2 pounds of garden eggs, because once you've loaded the goat organs, you want to fill the rest of the space, I guess, right? The hurricane season doesn't end until November 30th, and it continues to be an active one. Tropical Storm Tammy formed yesterday in the central tropic Atlantic and has Barbados, Dominica, and Martinique in its sights. It's far too early to tell if the storm will pose a threat to the U.S. mainland, but forecasters expect it to strengthen over the next few days, so it might be a good idea to keep an eye on that. And 2 men were arrested after they stole a 53-foot trailer and container that had about $400,000 worth of beef. But 2 other alleged accomplices are still on the loose. A GPS device attached to the container showed police that it was a vegetable farm in the Miami-Dade area, and when police arrived, they found the 4 men unloading the beef. And yes, of course, unloading your stolen beef at a vegetable farm does indeed happen in Florida, because all the weird stories happen in Florida. That's what's breaking and trending here in the 6 o'clock hour on The Joe Show on 103.9 FM WHIR Danville News Talk Sports.
ADA Heating and Air. ADA is on the way. Large enough to serve you, small enough to care. Since 1984. ADA. Always on time with our professional team when we show up at your door. ADA. Residential and commercial, day or night. ADAHeatingandAir.com does it right. ADA Heating and Air. ADA is on the way.
Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know. Generations of serving our community, immunizations, prescriptions, and so much more. Helpful people, free local delivery, mobile app refills right to your door. Visit SuttonRx.com. Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know.
In Lancaster on Maple Avenue.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
It's 7 o'clock.
NBC News Radio. I'm Michael Kastner. The U.S. is vetoing a UN resolution that called for a pause in the Israel-Hamas conflict. 12 members of the UN Security Council voted in favor of a resolution on Wednesday, which would have called for a pause in the conflict to allow humanitarian aid to reach Gaza. U.S. Ambassador Linda Thomas-Greenfield told the Council that the U.S. is on the ground doing the hard work of diplomacy and insisted we need to let that diplomacy play out. The NYPD says the city is in a heightened threat environment. More from Scott Pringle.
Well, the NYPD released a statement saying we're currently in a heightened threat environment and tensions have been rising since the assault against Israel. As a result, there's been stepped-up officer presence at gatherings and cultural sites. Now, numerous pro-Palestinian and pro-Israeli demonstrations have been taking place. One of the latest, hundreds gathering at the UN demanding the release of hostages being held by Hamas. Now, at times there's been tensions at dueling protests over the last week or so, but police have been able to keep the peace.
A Lebanese news outlet says 2 U.S. military bases have come under attack in Syria. The claim is that there was a drone attack on a U.S. base near Syria's border with Iraq and a missile attack at a U.S. base in northern Syria. The report gave no further information, and there's been no official confirmation of the attacks. A Democratic U.S. senator is blasting members of the so-called squad in the House. Democrats Rashida Tlaib of Michigan and Ilhan Omar of Minnesota have put the bombing of the hospital in Gaza squarely on Israel. Senator John Fetterman of Pennsylvania posted, "It's truly disturbing that members of Congress rush to blame Israel." President Biden says he's seen evidence the bombing was the result of an errant Hamas missile. Another vote for Speaker of the House is expected today after Ohio Congressman Jim Jordan fell short twice of 217 votes needed. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Kentucky is a special place. I see it everywhere I go. I'm Andy Bashir. We've been through a lot these past 4 years, but Kentuckians are the hardest working, most resilient people I know. We've faced down impossible challenges, and we've come out stronger on the other side. I will always show up for Kentucky families because we look out for each other. We're rebuilding homes and whole new neighborhoods from natural disasters because we have a responsibility to our fellow Kentuckian. We're growing our economy at a record pace, creating thousands of new, good-paying jobs. Unemployment has never been lower. And we've cut the income tax. That's why my education plan includes well-deserved and necessary raises for our public school teachers. We've turned the corner, and we're moving forward. Let's keep it going. I'm Andy Bashir, and I approve this message.
Protesters in Chicago continue to show their support for Palestinians. This protester was one of thousands who rallied yesterday in Federal Plaza and in front of the Israeli consulate.
It is the duty of our Congress people and the Biden administration to demand that Israel stop its bombing immediately.
It was the third protest this week organized by Chicago Coalition for Justice in Palestine. The demonstrations have condemned the rising death toll in a war between Israel and Hamas. A court staffer is facing charges after approaching former President Trump during his New York City fraud trial. More from Natalie Migliori.
Officials say the employee stood up in the Manhattan courtroom where Trump was sitting with his 2 sons and top executives and walked towards them. Reports indicate she had yelled out to Trump that she wanted to help him. Court officers stopped the staffer before she got too close, and she was later removed from the courtroom. The worker, who has not been identified, is charged with second-degree contempt of court and has been placed on administrative leave while the investigation plays out. A state court spokesperson says no one was in danger and the trial continued on.
More American workers are back in the office. Nika Magajes reports.
U.S. work-from-home rates have dropped to the lowest since the pandemic. According to the latest census data, fewer than 26% of households still have someone working remotely at least 1 day a week, a sharp decrease from the early 2021 peak of 37%. Data also shows only 7 states and Washington, D.C. have a remote work rate above 33%. All 50 states have seen work-from-home rates fall from their pandemic highs.
Taylor Swift has released a live track from her hit movie The Eras Tour. Cruel Summer is from her 2019 album Lover and has been streamed over 1 billion times on Spotify. On Wednesday night, Swift released a live version that was recorded at SoFi Stadium in L.A. during her tour and can be heard in the hit movie Taylor Swift The Eras Tour. Michael Kastner, NBC.
Hey,
Hey, Joe, did you know Big Deals has got something new?
Where can I save money now, Radio Rick?
We've got the Anderson Lifestyle Boutique in Danville. Buy a $50 gift certificate for a Big Deals price of just $35.
Sounds awesome. What do they have?
They offer jewelry, apparel, gifts, and home decor. They do embroidery and monogramming. Come and see their selection of comfortable jeans, heavy canvas bags, lamps, art, scratch-made soap scents, natural soy candles. Find the perfect curtains, blinds, and shutters for your home.
Sounds great. I know where I can get my wife a gift and save money. Please don't tell her.
It's up to me. Joe, you like to eat, don't you?
You bet.
Save money at the Big City Pizza Company in Danville. Another new way to save.
I'd love to have some of their 3-cheese mac and cheese pizza.
Well, get over to hometownlive.net and save on Big City Pizza with a $10 gift certificate for just $7.
I'm on it. Pizza night tonight at the Mathis house.
You, too, can save with more big deals at hometownlive.net. Lots of discounts like Bread of Life, Sweets by Cindy, O'Charlie's, Applebee's, the Old Bus Station, and A&L Accessories.
Hey, it's Joe Pags. Make plans to join us for the show. We're bringing the top news stories that are affecting you, the top stories from social media, pop culture stories, could be in sports. Maybe we'll sing a song or two or three or make fun of somebody that you want us to make fun of. That plus, of course, a big part of the program is you calling in. Look, we can agree, we can debate, we can yell at each other, we can sing a song together. We do it all right here on the Joe Pags Show, Monday through Friday from 6 to 9 on WHIR AM 1230 and online at hometownlive.net.
Good morning to you, people and folks. Glad to have you aboard the Joe Show. And looking at cloudy skies expected today, a high of 68 on this October the 19th. That's 101923 as you look at the calendar this morning. 101923, drinking your cup of coffee and enjoying life and hopefully enjoying the Joe Show as well. And we've got Boyle County head coach Justin Haddix and Danville head coach Frank Parks Jr. coming up next.
It's all about you and Stuart Powell.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore, General Manager at Stuart Powell Ford, where we make it easy to do business with us. Our team is dedicated to providing you with a hassle-free experience from start to finish. Whether you're in the market for a new vehicle or need to get your current vehicle serviced, we have you covered. Stop by and see how easy we make it at 225 South Danville Bypass here in Danville or anytime at www.stuartpowellford.com.
Stuart Powell, Ford Lincoln Mazda.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. A local meeting with regional HR professionals, employer leaders, plant managers, and frontline supervisors will help address the hiring, onboarding, and retention challenges that people with a history of substance use disorders or incarceration face. It's set for Friday, November the 3rd, and is being put on by the Danville-Boyle County Workforce Development, Boyle County ASAP, and the Chamber of Commerce. It's free to attend. It includes lunch. If you're someone who works in employment and hiring and you'd like to attend, contact the Boyle County Extension Office. Danville Center College is joining the Coalition of Colleges. The Coalition of Colleges is a group of more than 150 colleges and universities across the nation that's committed to increasing students' access to higher education. The coalition says their members are united to support lower income, under-resourced, and first-generation students by providing responsible financial aid and bolstering student success in college and beyond. A grant given to Bergen will help alleviate some of the flooding issues. On Tuesday, Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman was joined by local leaders and officials as Coleman announced that $880,000 will be spent to install a new drainage system. It's taken years to get to this point, including having to fix Bergen's tax audits to make them eligible to receive grant money. Work's not expected to start on the project for at least another 18 months. Out of the $880,000, $562,000 will come from the federal government, with the rest from the Kentucky Department for Local Government. A new historical marker in Casey County highlights skirmishes that took place in Casey County during the Civil War. While no major battles took place in Casey County, there were soldiers stationed throughout the county, and that led to skirmishes throughout the county as well. A new marker in front of the Casey County Courthouse highlights those. The Casey County News says that marker is double-sided, calling Casey County a strategic crossroads for Union and Confederate forces during the Civil War. And a new Family Dollar and Dollar Tree in Crab Orchard is now open. The grand opening ceremony was held Saturday on Kentucky Highway 39. It's open Monday through Saturday from 8 in the morning until 10 in the evening. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
This morning's local news was a service of Stuart Powell Ford Lincoln Mazda on the bypass in Danville and online at stuartpowell.com.
Talk Kentucky Sports, weekday mornings at 10 with Matt Jones and Kentucky Sports Radio, right here on AM 1230 WHIR.
The Zaxby's High School Football Preview Show is back. For the 12th year, the Zaxby's High School Football Preview Show is getting you ready for Friday night's games. It's Central Kentucky's only pregame show as we preview the games for Danville, Boyle County, Mercer County, and Garrett County, as well as pick area high school players and the Danville Family Dentistry High School Fantasy Football Draft, the only high school fantasy draft that we know of. Join us. Let's have fun as we prepare for the best part of the week, Friday Night Lights on the Zaxby's High School Football Preview Show. Fridays from 6 o'clock until 7 on WHIR and WHBN.
The best football teams always get the call right, and you need to make the right call before you excavate. If you don't and you damage a natural gas line, the Kentucky Public Service Commission will investigate, and you could be fined up to $1,250. So make the right call. Put safety first. Call 811 before you dig. Touchdown! Oh my goodness! This message brought to you by the Kentucky Public Service Commission.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
Thanks there, Jack. Brought to you by Cattleman's Roadhouse. Treat yourself to a delicious meal at Cattleman's. Their burgers are all natural beef, certified, humanely raised with never any antibiotics. Cattleman's Roadhouse, Danville Bypass. A great state truly is just the beginning. Mostly cloudy, high of 68, low tonight, 51 tomorrow. Showers, thunderstorms likely, a high of 62. Saturday sunny and 68. Sunday sunny and 58 at 7:12 in the morning right now. It's 51 degrees, and we're talking Boyle County football with head coach Justin Haddix.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Ask Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance Agency in Danville if auto owners make sense for you. Call me, Mark Dexter, or Chris Reitmeyer at 236-6686.
And we welcome on to the show Boyle County head football coach Justin Haddix. Good morning, Coach. How are you?
Doing good. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing great, Coach. Appreciate you being on here this morning and talking Boyle County Rebel football. And on this Thursday, the day before the game, we always talk about special teams. And, we have mentioned, obviously, Wayne County's ability to get the ball in the hands of Antoine Dumford, their best player on offense. And he's kind of the guy who does it all on special teams as well, right, when you talk about kick returns and punt returns?
Yeah, he does a good job. They do a good job. They'll even, if somebody else catches it, they'll try to go get it to him on a kick return. They'll get it, run to the middle, and they'll toss it to him and then start blocking for him. So we've got to do a great job of tackling in space and getting a great kick and covering.
Yeah, when you got guys just basically trying to hand the football off to you because they know you're the best player on the team, that's when you know you're kind of the man on offense and defense and special teams. And it revolves around him, and for a good reason. I mean, he's scored 19 offensive touchdowns. He's scored a kickoff return for a touchdown. He's scored 2 two-point conversions. And so he's got a nose for the end zone. Certainly appears that way.
Yeah, he's 6'3", 6'4", 185 pounds, so good-looking kid, runs well, got a nice stride. When he gets in open field, he makes things happen, and he goes up and attacks the ball. He's played quarterback, so he understands the game. He's a good player.
Yeah, special teams-wise for them, Coach, they've got a pretty dependable kicker in Bryce LaFavors, who is 2 for 3 on field goals. He's 26 for 30 on extra points. We mentioned they've gone for 2 a couple of times this year. Antoine Dumford has converted 2 two-point conversions, but they appear to be a team that if and when they score, they opt to elect for the 1 extra point instead of the 2-point conversion. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, they do a good job kicking. I said kickoffs, they're going to onside kick. They're going to try to be aggressive and get the ball.
Yeah. You've got a kicker as well, Coach, and Andrew Carr, who's 47 for 51 in extra points. It was good to see him nail a field goal last week. He had not attempted a field goal all year long. Now, he'd kept his leg loose and limber because you scored so many touchdowns. He'd be kicking so many extra points and kickoffs and all that. But to see him get out there and nail a field goal in actual game-time situation, and you never know when that might come up in a game later on down the road where it's a tight one, maybe in the playoffs, and you need an Andrew Carr field goal to win to move on to the next round. And to do that in a game situation, I'm sure is kind of a relief for you, right, to see him nail that in an actual game.
Yeah, and the protection and snap and all those things, those are we needed to work on and get it. And Andrew steps up there and made a good kick, a good snap, good hold, good kick, and put it in. And he's got confidence in it. We have confidence in him.
Coach, you talk on special teams. You've mentioned before, this isn't just you throwing 11 guys out there to get them on the field, that these are 11 guys who can play football and that they all have a reason and a purpose for being out there, even on special teams. And I'm sure it's the same way when you talk about blocking for field goals on your line, making sure the protection is there. You're not just throwing, 9 guys out there along with the holder and the kicker, but you're throwing 9 guys out there who can protect the kicker and the holder.
Yeah, anything we do is competitive. It's not you don't get handed anything. I tell you, at Boyle County football, it is something you've got to earn your way out there, and you've got to do everything the way we do it. And we probably do as much special team stuff as anybody in the state of Kentucky. We start off our practice with that. Coach Arnett and our coaches kind of split up some duties, but Arnett's over it all as far as working all the different situations, all the different groups. It is complete, working on everything to make it competitive, and that's how you get better. Iron sharpens iron. I say that all the time about our guys. They've got they have a bad week, they could not start that week, which is what you want. You want to be competitive where you're getting better and improving, and you're not getting comfortable.
Yeah, being challenged every single week you go out there, right, by the guy that's behind you on the depth chart, because that keeps you sharp and keeps those guys working, continuing to work hard. And, Coach, how many times have we seen this year already where a special teams play tips the balance and the momentum? I mean, we talk about the Lexington Catholic game with Tavy Quisenberry taking that kickoff return back for a touchdown, but even on the college level, last week, Coach, Kentucky is dominating Missouri for the first quarter. Missouri pulls out a fake punt pass, and it completely flips the game upside down. So these plays, especially touchdown scoring plays, but these plays go a long way on special teams to determining the winner and loser of games.
We talk about it a lot of juice plays, what we say, of things that can really turn the game and big momentum boosters. And momentum is huge in all sports, especially high school sports, when you're out there. And sometimes you look at, I talked to our team on Sunday about Colorado. Everybody loves Dion and Colorado. They're up 29-0.5 against a team that they should beat. They come out and don't play the second half. Stanford gets momentum, gets beat late, double overtime. But you had that momentum, instead of putting them away, you just let you play around with them. And those are things that it's always hard, and every team's different. And, sometimes you don't want them to have to learn the hard way. So we've got to come out and play 48 minutes and play the best of our ability, regardless of who the other team is, what the name is, where they're from, what classification they're in. We just got to go play our game.
Boyle County head coach Justin Haddix, the Rebels and the Wayne County Cardinals, they've played 6 previous times. Boyle County 6-0 all-time versus Wayne County, and a district game going on Friday night at Rebel Stadium. Coach, did I see on Facebook you took the guys out and they got a meal last night from somewhere? Is that right?
Yeah, we went to La Casa Nostra. I've never been there.
Yeah.
I'm ashamed to say it's a really nice place. They did a great job hosting us. They actually also hosted the girls' soccer team, the Rebel soccer team girls. They got a big game tonight in Russell. So wish them luck tonight to hopefully advance to the Final Four.
There you go. We're having Coach Deem on the air in the 9 o'clock hour to talk about that game. So we'll get him on the air and talk about that. Coach, appreciate you being on. Before we let you go, we have 2 more matchups to advance to the Elite 8 and the Sweet 16, the top left quadrant of the bracket and the best Halloween candy bracket. Starting off with the number 1 overall seed on the left-hand side of the bracket, Coach, Reese Peanut Butter Cups, taking on Jolly Ranchers as the 8 seed.
Woo.
Who you got, Coach?
Man, that's a good one.
Now, you said you're a Reese. Yeah, you said you're a Reese guy last week.
I am a huge Reese Cup guy. I love Jolly Ranchers, too, though. I don't know. JC,
you got to ask his daughter. What's
JC said Jolly Ranchers.
Wow.
I hate to go against Reese, but JC said Jolly Ranchers.
Jolly Ranchers gets the 1-0 lead as Coach Haddix gets the vote from his daughter, JC, who says Jolly Ranchers. So 1-0 lead over Reese Peanut Butter Cup, a long way to go, but Reese was almost upset in the first round by Heath. So I think people love Reese, but maybe, Coach, they're tired of the dominance of Reese. Maybe that's what it is. Jolly Rancher, a 1-0 lead. The other one, Coach, Milky Way, the 5 seed, got there by beating Payday in the first round, versus Sour Patch Kids, the 4 seed, who got there by beating Smarties. Who you got, Milky Way or Sour Patch Kids?
I'm going Sour Patch.
Yeah, I love Sour Patch Kids, too.
Yeah.
Sour Patch Kids gets a 1-0 lead over Milky Way, and Jolly Ranchers 1-0 over Reese Peanut Butter Cups. Coach, appreciate you being on. Good luck with practice. We'll talk to you again on game day tomorrow morning, okay?
Hey, thank you. Go Rebels.
There you go. Boyle County Rebel head football coach Justin Haddix, Wayne County versus Boyle County. It is a 7:30 kickoff tomorrow, a game we'll have on our sister station, Z105, WRNZ FM. We talk Danville football with head coach Frank Parks Jr. Coming up next.
This Steve Bertram Sports Report is a service of Stuart Powell Ford Lincoln Mazda on the Danville Bypass and online at stuartpowell.com.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore, General Manager at Stuart Powell Ford Mazda here in Danville, where we make it easy to do business with us. I want to let you know that we are now offering free pickup and delivery in our quick lane within 20 miles of Danville. Give us a call at 859-238-1190. We will schedule your vehicle for pickup, perform the service requested, and return it to you.
Come to Stuart Powell. We can do business. Stuart Powell.
Ford Lincoln Mazda.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Hometown Radio brings you 3 big high school football matchups tomorrow night. Mercer County is at Garrett County on WHBN FM 99.5 and on the Golden Line stream. Boyle County entertains Wayne County on Z105, and Danville hosts Breathitt County on WHIR FM 103.9. All games are set for 7:30 kickoffs. Other area action finds LCA at Washington County, Taylor County at Lincoln County, Woodford County at Anderson County, Rockcastle County at Knox Central, and Casey County at Marion County. We're going to talk high school football tonight on Z105. Join us at 6 o'clock for the Rebel Roundup as we talk with Boyle County coaches and players from Old Bridge Grill and Restaurant. Then at 7, it's a look at Garrett County football on the Coach Spencer Crutchfield Show, all tonight on Z105 and streaming at hometownlive.net. Kentucky football has the weekend off. Cats have dropped 2 straight in the SEC. UK will host 17th-ranked Tennessee on the 28th on Z105. Just 8 teams remain in the girls' high school soccer tournament. Tonight, 12th Region champ Boyle County is on the road at 16th Region winner Russell. Game time is set for 7 o'clock. The other 3 quarterfinals find Henderson County at Bethlehem, Sacred Heart at Bowling Green, and South Laurel at Notre Dame. The girls' 45th District Volleyball Championship game is set for 6 o'clock tonight as Boyle County meets Garrett County at Garrett Middle School. Bergen hosts the 46th District Final between West Jessamine and Trinity Christian. Kentucky men's basketball has been picked to finish 4th in the SEC preseason poll. A pair of Wildcats were named to all SEC teams. Justin Edwards on the first team and Antonio Reeves on the second team. Tennessee is picked to win the conference title. In the ALCS last night, Houston roughed up Max Scherzer for 5 runs in 4 innings and beat Texas 8-5. The Rangers still lead the series 2-1 with Game 4 set for tonight. The NLCS resumes late this afternoon with Philadelphia at Arizona and the Phillies up 2-0. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Did you know that WHIR AM 1230 is the talk of the town? We're not spreading gossip. We're just letting you know where the best talk radio is found all day, every day. Mornings begin with Danville's own Joe Mathis and The Joe Show.
Hey, this is Joe Mathis.
Wake up to what you missed. News, weather, sports, and local guests. Followed by Kentucky Sports Radio with Matt Jones.
Welcome, everyone. Kentucky Sports Radio. I'm Matt Jones.
Then the man who has an opinion about everything, Tomas Mauricio.
I'm Tomas Mauricio. I invite you to tune in.
Starting at noon with Advocates for America. Then at 3, it's the best-known name in news, Sean Hannity.
Join me, Sean Hannity, on WHIR.
Then Joe Pag starts off weekday evenings at 6 with his take on the day's news, mixed with his fun parody songs about the news.
Hey, it's Joe Pag on WHIR.
Afterwards, at 10, it's the unique world of John B. Wells on WHIR with his Caravan to Midnight show.
This is John B. Wells, WHIR, AM 1230 and FM 103.9.
These guys have a lot to say, and they'll be glad to have you join them every weekday on your home for news, talk, sports. AM 1230, WHIR, the talk of the town.
The decisions at breakfast are tough, but Wendy's makes it a little bit easier with their 2 for $3 biggie bundles. And what we mean by this is you pick any 2 of these items, you get it for $3. The small seasoned potatoes they have, their breakfast side, sausage biscuit, egg and cheese biscuit, and a medium hot coffee. Any 2 of those, you get them for $3. You can have a sausage biscuit or an egg cheese biscuit. You can have 2 sausage biscuits. You can have 2 seasoned potatoes. You can have a seasoned potatoes and a coffee. You can have a coffee and an egg cheese biscuit. Whatever you want, any combination, 2 of those for $3. The choice is all yours. And you can also add the brand new Frosty Cream Cold Brew to your order. Available in vanilla, caramel, and chocolate. Their new Frosty Cream Cold Brew is a morning maker, puts other post-lunch pick-me-ups down, and makes for a tasty late-night drink. It's available all day at Wendy's, not just a breakfast item. It's an all-day thing. The 2 for $3 biggie bundles and the Frosty Cream Cold Brew at Wendy's in Danville. Tell them you heard it this morning on The Joe Show.
Hello. I'm Adam Hopkins, Security Officer at Farmers National Bank. As your community bank, protecting you and your money is important to us. If you are ever the victim of fraud or suspect a fraud attempt, contact us for advice. We're here to help.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
It's brought to you by our friends hanging out over at ADA Heating and Air. Trust ADA to be there when you need them the most. ADA is always on the way. Call them 859-519-6382. That's ADA Heating and Air. All right, you get mostly cloudy skies, a high of 68, low tonight of 51. Tomorrow, showers, possibly a thunderstorm, and a high tomorrow of 62. Saturday, mostly sunny, high of 68. Right now, 7:27 in the morning, and we're talking Danville Admiral football with Danville head coach Frank Parks, brought to you by Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Ask Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance Agency in Danville if auto owners make sense for you. Call me, Mark Dexter, or Chris Reitmeyer.
And we welcome onto the show Danville Admiral head football coach Frank Parks Jr. Good morning, Coach. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing great, Coach. Doing good. Ready for a little high school football tomorrow night as your Admirals will take on Breathitt County, the Breathitt County Bobcats, in what will be the 4th overall matchup between the two schools. Typically, Coach, in the past when Danville and Breathitt County have played, it's been deep in the playoffs, but now we get it as a district game, Coach, and we talk about this Breathitt County special teams unit on this Thursday morning edition of the show, and it looks like a team, Coach, that they split back and forth. They'll attempt extra points. They'll also attempt 2-point conversions. They've converted 8 2-point conversions this year, Coach. What do you expect to see if and when Breathitt County scores on Friday night?
Well, I think it's all situational based. I expect to see, mostly if they get in the end zone, extra points unless they need 2. But like you said, it's a split. A lot of it's situational based.
Yeah, they also have 1 kickoff return for a touchdown this year, Coach, from John Holland. So we know they do have some speed and athletes back there taking kicks and punts back.
Yeah, they do. They have a couple guys who are pretty athletic, and if you give them a little seam, they can take it to the house. But I think we'll be fine. As far as kicking it with Caleb and his ability to put it where we need it, pin people deep, or, we need a little pooch kick, directional kick. He can do those things. So, I feel pretty good about our special teams.
Yeah, and in terms of the speed advantage, Coach, you feel like you have a speed advantage too, because we talked 2 weeks ago when you all were going to Leslie County. There really have not been many games this year where you feel like you all had the distinct speed advantage because your schedule has been so tough, just athletic teams all up and down the schedule. Do you feel like you have the speed advantage against Breathitt County?
Yeah, I do, and I think, that's what we're going to have to try to do in all phases, to use our speed, and because, we're not the biggest team, but we are a little faster and got more speed than Breathitt overall this week.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the games on your schedule, Coach, the games that have been the closest this year are games where you all have had the speed advantage, right? And West Jessamine probably week 1, Leslie County a couple of weeks ago, and to have a game where you can get on the field and feel like you're faster and more athletic than the team, that means so much, especially for a Danville team that we know you all have got a lot of athletes on the team, and just getting them the ball spread out and see if they can make moves in space.
Yeah, that's a big thing, because we know we up front, we're not the most experienced or got a lot of size right now. So, we got to try to get out on the perimeter and, let the Boffers and the Trumbos make plays and see if we can score that way. And even defensively, we just try to fly around and get to the ball, and, hopefully able to let Braden go make tackles and keep people up off of.
Danville head football coach Frank Parks Jr. Coach, what do you work on in practice today?
Today, it be all 3 phases, make sure everyone understands their assignments, make sure special teams are ready to go, and, make sure, we offensively got the plays that we've seen this week that we think would be effective. Defensively, make sure we got all our checks and things in place.
Yeah. Hey, I saw yesterday on social media, pretty cool thing from Burke's Bakery, and I think Larry Vaught maybe had a hand in it as well. You were able to give some cupcakes to the team made by Burke's Bakery, and it's great to have Jody Burke as well back in the Danville schools as the head wrestling coach, and they were decorated. They had ads written on them. That was a pretty neat little treat, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, it was. It was good for the kids, had a little inspiration quote on the box, and, just let them know they have some support. And, like I said, Burks, he's back over as a wrestling coach. We actually talked a little bit about, wrestling and getting some of the football kids out after the season. So, yeah, it was good for the players, and, showed that they still got some support.
I know, Coach, that track and football are pretty closely intertwined when you talk about, the speed and skill guys that maybe run track. But are there any other 2 sports that are more intertwined than football and wrestling? When you talk about getting some of those big linemen out there in some of the heavyweight classes, and they can work on their strength, work on their speed, certainly work on their endurance, because we know wrestling can take a lot out of you. So in the offseason, having some of those guys move over to the wrestling mat and how important that is.
I think that is big, especially for those linemen and linebackers, Plus, from a competitive standpoint, like, you got to go out there and compete, and you're another guy, and you got to have a little grit to be able to continue to work and not give up. And, I think that's good for that mental aspect as well, learning how to leverage and be a little bit more physical. So I think it's a very good sport to get some of those linebackers and linemen involved in.
Danville head coach Frank Parks Jr. Coach, before we let you go, got a couple of candy matchups for you today. I think I know how you're going to vote on one of these, but let's see. We got 2 matchups to get these candies to the Elite 8. So here we go. First matchup, number 1 overall seed on the left-hand side of the bracket, Reese Peanut Butter Cups, taking on Jolly Ranchers as the 8 seed. Coach, what do you have, Reese's or Jolly Ranchers?
I'm going Jolly Ranchers.
Wow, a 2-0 Jolly Rancher lead. You and Coach Haddix both went Jolly Ranchers, but that's not shocking to me, because I feel like if you're going to be like, just have some sort of candy as a coach in the sideline, Jolly Rancher, easy, pull out of your pocket, pop it in your mouth. You can have it in your mouth while you're coaching. You can't necessarily pull a Reese Peanut Butter Cup out of your pocket and eat it while you're coaching. So that makes sense. It's conducive, I think, to coaching to have Jolly Ranchers over Reese's. Makes sense to me.
Yeah, you have a valid point there.
And then matchup number 2, Coach. One of you mentioned all-time favorite candies, Sour Patch Kids. They're the 4 seed going up against the 5-seeded Milky Way. Which one you going with, Coach?
I'm going with the Sour Patch Kids.
Got to go with Sour Patch Kids. So a 2-0 lead for both Jolly Ranchers over Reese Peanut Butter Cup and Sour Patch Kids over Milky Way. A couple of upsets brewing here in the Sweet 16. Coach, appreciate you being on. We'll talk to you again tomorrow morning, okay?
All right.
All right, Coach. Yes, sir. Bye. That's Danville head coach Frank Parks Jr. Giving us an update on Admiral football. Danville and Breathitt County on Friday night. Tomorrow, 7:30. We'll have it on WHIR. 7:35 in the morning right now. Jessica Besson gives us a lesson from the Mercer County Extension Office. Coming up next.
Hey, Joe, did you know Big Deals has got something new?
Where can I save money now, Radio Rick?
We've got the Anderson Lifestyle Boutique in Danville. Buy a $50 gift certificate for a Big Deals price of just $35.
Sounds awesome. What do they have?
They offer jewelry, apparel, gifts, and home decor. They do embroidery and monogramming. Come and see their selection of comfortable jeans, heavy canvas bags, lamps, art, scratch-made soap scents, natural soy candles. Find the perfect curtains, blinds, and shutters for your home.
Sounds great. I know where I can get my wife a gift and save money. Please don't tell her.
Joe, you like to eat, don't you?
You bet.
Save money at the Big City Pizza Company in Danville. Another new way to save.
I'd love to have some of their 3-cheese mac and cheese pizza.
Well, get over to hometownlive.net and save on Big City Pizza with a $10 gift certificate for just $7.
I'm on it. Pizza night tonight at the Mathis house.
You, too, can save with more big deals at hometownlive.net. Lots of discounts like Bread of Life, Sweets by Cindy, O'Charlie's, Applebee's, the Old Bus Station, and A&L Accessories.
Authentic Mexican grocery store, cakes, fresh produce, piñatas, boots, belts, and more. La Michoacana Mexican grocery store. Family owned and operated, offering the best Mexican products created. La Michoacana Mexican grocery store. And to make your tummy smile, Taco Yumas, their on-site food truck that's also available for catering and events. So where do you go for authentic Mexican product? La Michoacana Mexican grocery store. In Danville on Houstonville Road.
Hello, this is Alan Martin, loan officer at Whitaker Bank in downtown Danville. Home values are at an all-time high, which means it's the perfect time to look into a home equity loan. Whitaker Bank can help you turn the equity in your home into a line of credit that could allow you to finally do those repairs you put off, or to provide peace of mind knowing you have the funds available for an emergency. Call me at 859-236-9822. That's 859-236-9822, and together we'll find just the right loan for you. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. A local meeting with regional HR professionals, employer leaders, plant managers, and frontline supervisors will help address the hiring, onboarding, and retention challenges that people with a history of substance use disorders or incarceration face. It's set for Friday, November the 3rd, and is being put on by the Danville-Boyle County Workforce Development, Boyle County ASAP, and the Chamber of Commerce. It's free to attend. It includes lunch. If you're someone who works in employment and hiring and you'd like to attend, contact the Boyle County Extension Office. Danville Center College is joining the Coalition of Colleges. The Coalition of Colleges is a group of more than 150 colleges and universities across the nation that's committed to increasing students' access to higher education. The coalition says their members are united to support lower income, under-resourced, and first-generation students by providing responsible financial aid and bolstering student success in college and beyond. A grant given to Bergen will help alleviate some of the flooding issues. On Tuesday, Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman was joined by local leaders and officials as Coleman announced that $880,000 will be spent to install a new drainage system. It's taken years to get to this point, including having to fix Bergen's tax audits to make them eligible to receive grant money. Work's not expected to start on the project for at least another 18 months. Out of the $880,000, $562,000 will come from the federal government, with the rest from the Kentucky Department for Local Government. A new historical marker in Casey County highlights skirmishes that took place in Casey County during the Civil War. While no major battles took place in Casey County, there were soldiers stationed throughout the county, and that led to skirmishes throughout the county as well. A new marker in front of the Casey County Courthouse highlights those. The Casey County News says that marker is double-sided, calling Casey County a strategic crossroads for Union and Confederate forces during the Civil War. And a new Family Dollar and Dollar Tree in Crab Orchard is now open. The grand opening ceremony was held Saturday on Kentucky Highway 39. It's open Monday through Saturday from 8 in the morning until 10 in the evening. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now, but I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TAXI for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TAXI for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TAXI.
Local high school football at Hometown Radio Network.
This is Gary True, voice of the Mercer County Football Titan. Listen to every game on WHBN.
This is Scott Bowen, voice of the Garrett County Golden Lions. Hear the games on Z105.
This is Joe Mathis, voice of the Danville Football Admirals. Listen to every Admiral game on AM 1230 WHIR.
This is Steve Bertram inviting you to join us for Boyle County High School football on Z105.
All games streamed live at hometownlive.net.
Take advantage of spooktacular savings at Don Franklin Family of Dealerships. Choose from thousands of new and pre-owned vehicles. Plus, Don Franklin's 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage is available for most makes and models. Hurry into Don Franklin or DonFranklinAuto.com.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
All right then, ladies and gentlemen, brought to you by Danville Auto Body Shop. Top-of-the-line collision and auto body repair. Head to the mechanics at Danville Auto Body Shop. 315 Delahaye. Call ahead for an appointment, 236-2299. That's 236-2299, Danville Auto Body Shop. All right, you get cloudy skies. A high today, 68. I'm actually looking out the magic window, and I'm seeing some purples and some pinks from that sunrise. Tomorrow, you get cloudy skies, chance of rain showers, high of 62. Mostly sunny on Saturday, 68, but a windy day. Wind gust up near 30 miles per hour. Hold on to your britches on Saturday. Right now, it's Thursday, October 19th, 51 degrees. Jessica Besson is going to give us a lesson. Good morning, Jessica. How are you?
Hey, Joe. I'm good. How are you?
Doing great. Doing just fine, fun, and dandy. Appreciate you calling in to give us the County Agent's Corner, brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market.
Get the top price for your livestock. Take them to the Bluegrass South Livestock Market, where they have drop-off hours to fit the busy farmer's need. Selling your livestock a profitable and a pleasant experience. Save the hassle of a long haul. Sell your livestock at the Bluegrass South Livestock Market, 277 Courtier Road in Stanford. Call Bluegrass South Livestock Market at 606-365-0665. Bluegrass South Livestock Market in Stanford.
And here's Jessica Besson.
All right. Since it's, the spooky season, I thought we'd talk a little about a insect that people often think is kind of spooky. Wolf spiders often get a bad rep. They're a common spider found under logs, rocks, as well as open areas. Very active hunters, meaning they don't spin webs around objects like most of their relatives do. But, however, they are large spiders. They're about an inch, their body is, but then you add in their legs, and they can be about 2 inches wide or sometimes even bigger. And they use the sides to stalk and subdue large prey, and they are often big and quite fast, too. So that makes them a little intimidating. So some of these spiders attribute to many people make them feel uncomfortable, myself included. I'm labeled the bug lady at the extension office, but these guys are arachnids, and they have a few too many legs for me and move a little too fast. Being a brown spider, though, means they're often confused with brown recluses, a species that conjures lots of dread in people's minds. But you can tell them easily apart by the difference in size. Wolf spiders are going to be much larger than a brown recluse. Their color, they're often very dark in color. And if you were to get close enough, which I don't think many people are, their eye pattern, because brown recluses only have 6 eyes instead of the traditional 8 eyes that most spiders have. They're also very, very hairy compared to a brown recluse as well. They're also fairly famous for entering buildings in the fall, and luckily you have little to fear if they get inside your house. They can bite people, but it's not common. If you've been bitten by one, most people say it's compared to a bee sting. Wolf spiders don't want to bite you. It's a last-ditch effort to try to get away from you. If you don't want them inside, try pest-proofing your house so their food doesn't come inside, and that they're not going to start coming inside with the temperature changes. So you can set those glue board traps near walls and corners of rooms, because that's where they like to run along a wall side or down in the corners of rooms to catch them. They enter. Those are a couple options for them. But, remember, these guys are good, beneficial guys out in our landscape. They're a little intimidating when they come in the house, but just making sure we seal everything up so they don't sneak in. And also some of our other favorite friends, like the brown marmorated stink bug, and all of those guys don't have an easy way into your house this fall. That's today's farm news. Thanks for tuning into our program. Join us each weekday at this time for the County Agent's Corner, a service of the Mercer, Boyle, Garrett, and Lincoln County UK Cooperative Extension Offices.
There you go. And we have Jessica Besson on here with the County Agent's Corner, brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market. All right, Jessica, before you go, got some random facts you may not know, but I want you to know, so I'm going to let you know. Jessica, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go, Jessica. Fact number one. I got somebody talking there in the back. Who is that, Bo?
Yeah, this is Bo.
Yeah.
You want to say hi?
Hello, Bo. Bo's making his radio debut. We're glad to have him on as well. So here we go, Jessica. Number one, Chi-Chi's was once a large Tex-Mex chain. Remember Chi-Chi's? Chi-Chi's restaurant?
Do.
Yes.
I think I ate there one time.
Yeah.
But I was obviously a kid.
Had about 250 locations nationwide. Now, the last one standing is in Vienna, Austria. There's one Chi-Chi's left in Austria.
Well, that's the most random location.
Yeah. This is random facts for a reason.
Well, it's true.
Number two, American Idol once made a huge joke out of the terrible audition by William Hung. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
He sang She Bangs, She Bangs, and he was horrible. Well, his album, Inspiration, sold more copies than the debut album of 5 of the 15 people who won during the show's original run.
I would believe that. I actually thought of that song the other day because the Ricky Martin song, the original, actually popped up on the radio.
Yes.
And then it made me think of the William Hung one.
Which version's better, Ricky Martin or William Hung? Depending on, how you look at it. If you look at it based on sales, maybe it's William Hung's version.
Yeah.
Number 3, in Thailand, every single family is legally required to have a different last name. So if 2 people have the same last name, it means that they're totally related. So, like, there could be other Mathises around the country. Doesn't mean that I'm related to them. In Thailand, if you have the same last name, you are totally related to that person.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Number 4, no African country has ever hosted the Olympics. We've never had the Olympics in an African country. And number 5, the only TV show that was canceled while the first episode was still airing was a sketch comedy show called Turn On. It aired at 8:30 in the evening on February 5th, 1969 on ABC, and they canceled it before 9 o'clock.
That bad?
They didn't even give it a chance to fail. To them, it failed from the get-go. Yeah, it was that bad, I guess. So there you go. Jessica, before you go, I've got 2 questions to ask you. It's the Halloween candy bracket. And we get your opinion on these Halloween candies. We have 2 candies vying in matchups to move on to the Elite 8. It's the last 2 games that we have to fill out our Elite 8. 6 of the 8 spots are filled. We have 2 left. Okay. Jessica, number 1 seeded Reese Peanut Butter Cups versus 8th seeded Jolly Ranchers in the second round. Who do you have?
Oh, no doubt. I mean, Reese Cups is going to win.
Reese Cups is going to win, although it trails right now 2-1 to Jolly Ranchers.
Oh, it does?
Both the football coaches that we had on earlier this morning both said Jolly Ranchers, and I said that makes sense because you're not going to be eating a Reese Cup while you're coaching, but you can pop a Jolly Rancher in your mouth while you're stomping down the sideline.
Oh, that's true.
Makes sense.
But
we'll see.
Chocolate.
I mean, there's lots of time left. We'll see.
Yeah.
Other matchup, Jessica. The 4th-seeded Sour Patch Kids versus the 5th-seeded Milky Way. Who you got, Sour Patch Kids or Milky Way?
if you can tell the kind of person that I am, I'm 1,000% going with Milky Way.
Okay.
I'm not picking the
So you,
sour hard candies.
yeah, you have you've voted now, Jessica, for the two candies that were losing. Sour Patch Kids was also up 2-0 on Milky Way.
Those are good.
You're keeping the dream alive for Reese Peanut Butter Cups and for Milky Way. Reese Cups, a huge favorite coming into the tournament. They won it the last time we did it in 2020, but has gone down to the buzzer, the first matchup against Heath, and now trailing Jolly Ranchers. So having to play from behind quite a bit.
Yeah.
Jessica, appreciate you being on. We'll talk to you again, Jessica, I guess in November, okay?
Okay.
All right, Jessica, bye.
Great, thanks. Bye.
Jessica Besson giving us a lesson this morning on the County Agent's Corner. 52 degrees, Thursday, October the 19th. We see what's going on in the world of weird showbiz. Coming up next.
This is Casey McCoy, your Bull County Clerk. Just wanted to remind everyone that Election Day is Tuesday, November 7th. Any registered voter of Bull County can vote at any of our 6 locations: Perryville Baptist Church, Parksville Baptist Church, Junction City Baptist Church, First Christian Church, Intercounty Energy, and our newest location, the showroom on the Danville Bypass. Early voting will begin November 2nd through November 4th at our newest location, the showroom, from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. If you have any questions, please contact the clerk's office. Let's get out and vote.
Intercounty Energy wants you to put safety first when you're working outside. Always look up to see if there are overhead power lines, and be sure to stay clear of them. For safety's sake, always hire a professional to trim trees instead of doing it yourself. Remember, a tree limb cut in the wrong place could fall on a power line and cause you a world of hurt. If you do decide to do the work yourself, always protect your eyes and hands by wearing safety glasses and gloves. Intercounty Energy cares about your safety. Look up, be alert, and stay safe.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with Sports. Hometown Radio brings you 3 big high school football matchups tomorrow night. Mercer County is at Garrett County on WHBN FM 99.5 and on the Golden Line stream. Boyle County entertains Wayne County on Z105, and Danville hosts Breathitt County on WHIR FM 103.9. All games are set for 7:30 kickoffs. Other area action finds LCA at Washington County, Taylor County at Lincoln County, Woodford County at Anderson County, Rockcastle County at Knox Central, and Casey County at Marion County. We're going to talk high school football tonight on Z105. Join us at 6 o'clock for the Rebel Roundup as we talk with Boyle County coaches and players from Old Bridge Grill and Restaurant. Then at 7, it's a look at Garrett County football on the Coach Spencer Crutchfield Show, all tonight on Z105 and streaming at hometownlive.net. Kentucky football has the weekend off. Cats have dropped 2 straight in the SEC. UK will host 17th-ranked Tennessee on the 28th on Z105. Just 8 teams remain in the girls' high school soccer tournament. Tonight, 12th Region champ Boyle County is on the road at 16th Region winner Russell. Game time is set for 7 o'clock. The other 3 quarterfinals find Henderson County at Bethlehem, Sacred Heart at Bowling Green, and South Laurel at Notre Dame. The girls' 45th District Volleyball Championship game is set for 6 o'clock tonight as Boyle County meets Garrett County at Garrett Middle School. Bergen hosts the 46th District Final between West Jessamine and Trinity Christian. Kentucky men's basketball has been picked to finish 4th in the SEC preseason poll. A pair of Wildcats were named to all SEC teams. Justin Edwards on the first team and Antonio Reeves on the second team. Tennessee is picked to win the conference title. In the ALCS last night, Houston roughed up Max Scherzer for 5 runs in 4 innings and beat Texas 8-5. The Rangers still lead the series 2-1 with Game 4 set for tonight. The NLCS resumes late this afternoon with Philadelphia at Arizona and the Phillies up 2-0. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Hi, this is Karen, and at ADA Heating and Air, we offer free estimates on replacements. We install American Standard heating and air conditioning equipment. Our employees do not work on commission, so you don't pay for unnecessary repairs. We offer the best pricing around. On average, we can save you 15%. We offer same or next day service. Financing is available on our website at adaheatingandair.com. Call ADA today for all your HVAC needs at 859-519-6382. ADA is on the way.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. From 6-week certificates to 2- or 4-year degrees. There's an option for you. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Masters Association.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
Thanks there, Jack. Brought to you by Danville Auto Body Shop. Top-of-the-line collision and auto body repair. Head to the mechanics at Danville Auto Body Shop, 315 Delahaye. Call ahead for an appointment, 236-2299. That's 236-2299 for Danville Auto Body Shop. Mostly cloudy. High today, 70. Around 70, low tonight, 51. Rain shower chances, particularly this evening. Tomorrow, mostly clear, not mostly clear, it's tomorrow night. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, chance of rain early, 62. Clear skies tomorrow night, but cooler for football Friday, 42 is the low. Take a jacket with you tomorrow night, heading out to see Danville to Bull County play. Saturday, sunny and 70s the high. It's 7:55 in the morning. We are heading out west to see what's going on in the world of absolute weird. The showbiz segment, Celebrity News, here on The Joe Show. All right, Elon Musk said he was thinking about charging users to be on X, and now he's actually doing it. He started testing that new plan this week in New Zealand and the Philippines. Elon claims he's not being greedy. He says charging people is, quote, the only way to fight bots without blocking real users. This won't stop bots completely, but it'll be 1,000 times harder, he says, to manipulate the platform. He's charging $1 a year. There's already a charge in the U.S. for X Premium, which costs $11 a month and includes additional perks like a verified account checkmark. Hey, Kanye West has some interesting ideas, and this is definitely one of them. He thinks he got autism from a car accident. In a text to Elon Musk, Kanye had this to say, quote, "When are we going to speak? You owe me nothing, you never have to speak to me again, but if we do speak, the nature of the relationship has to change. I'm not bipolar, I have signs of autism from my car accident. You can't watch Kim keep my kids from me and not say anything publicly, then call yourself my friend so I can bring my audience to your struggling platform." Kanye was banned from X over his anti-Semitic comments. He actually asked a friend to make the text public, so I guess he wanted us to all hear that. And in story number 3, Burt Young, who played Paulie in the first 6 Rocky movies, passed away earlier this month. He was 83 years old. Burt died on October the 8th, but there's no word on the cause of death. His manager said, quote, "Burt was an actor of tremendous emotional range. Boy, one letter can make a big difference, can it? An actor of tremendous emotional range. He could make you cry, and he could scare you to death. But the real pathos that I experienced was the poignancy of his soul. That's where it came from. Burt's other films included Back to School, Once Upon a Time in America, The Pope of Greenwich Village, The Sopranos as well. Burt was not in the Creed movies because Paulie was already dead by then. Paulie from the Rocky movies has died. Burt Young at the age of 83. Kanye West thinks he got autism from a car accident. I'm not sure that's how that works. And Elon Musk is starting to test charge for the X platform. That's what's going on in this morning's World of Absolute Weird, the showbiz segment. All right, Milton's Deli in Danville, the place to go for a great sandwich for lunch later on this afternoon. We're going to go with the Colonel Chicken. It's number 9 on the Milton's Deli menu. This is the Coach Haddock's choice on game days. He eats this every Friday. All-natural grilled chicken breast, 2 slices of provolone cheese, crisp bacon, lettuce, tomatoes, and mayonnaise, served in a toasted onion bun. The Colonel Chicken, $8.99 only from Milton's Deli in Danville, 247 East Main Street and 995 Van Ally Drive. Milton's number 1 and Milton's number 2. The Colonel Chicken is your sandwich of the day. Tell them that you heard it this morning on The Joe Show. We're just about halfway home. 8 o'clock in the morning is 30 seconds away, and Randy Graham comes on here next with Randyisms.
Hi, folks. Mike Gay here. Are you frustrated with your current job? Want to get that promotion, but you don't have a college degree? Then go to Essity.com. We're hiring 25 new machine operators starting at $19.38 an hour. Is work-life balance important to you? Well, we have 12-hour shifts. You can work 90 nights, work 90 days, and then you're off 180 days during the year. That's with no required OT. Essity, ESSITY.com.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
It's 8 o'clock.
NBC News Radio. I'm Michael Kastner. President Biden is set to address the nation tonight from the Oval Office. More from Mark Mayfield.
A statement from Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre released Wednesday says that Biden will discuss the U.S. response to the Hamas attacks against Israel in a primetime speech at 8 p.m. ET. Biden will also discuss Russia's ongoing war with Ukraine. The president has returned from a brief visit to Israel where he met with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in a show of solidarity. I'm Mark Mayfield.
Protesters in Chicago continue to show their support for Palestinians. Perry Williams with more.
Thousands rallied yesterday in downtown Federal Plaza and in front of the Israeli consulate.
Let me be clear. Israel bombed Al Ahli Hospital.
You cry yourself to sleep. You cry yourself when you wake up. You come to events like this and you cry.
It was the third protest this week organized by the Chicago Coalition for Justice in Palestine. The demonstrations have condemned the rising death toll and the war between Israel and Hamas.
President Biden says there's no evidence that Israel was responsible for the bombing of that hospital and instead points to a Palestinian terror group whose missile went astray. Another vote for Speaker of the House is expected today.
Jim Jordan of the state of Ohio has received 199. Hakeem Jeffries of the state of New York has received 212. A speaker has not been elected.
Ohio Congressman Jim Jordan fell short of the 217 votes needed to be elected for the second time in 2 days. The chamber's been unable to move any legislation following Kevin McCarthy's ouster weeks ago and won't be able to until a new speaker is confirmed. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $40 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $18 a month, a savings of nearly $300 a year.
Whether you need a $100,000 policy or a $10 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance. In a hurry? Don't worry. With SelectQuote, you can get up to $2 million in instant, affordable, same-day coverage with no medical exam.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-637-9116. That's 1-800-637-9116. Or go to SelectQuote.com. That's 1-800-637-9116. Full details on example policies at SelectQuote.
On the West Coast, the Great Shakeout Day is today at 10:19, but the earthquake alert system was put to a test a day early. More from Dina Kodiak.
It was put to the test Wednesday morning when a 4.1 magnitude earthquake struck roughly 12 miles northeast of Antioch.
A few seconds after I got the shake alert, my car started to rock back and forth, and obviously that's when I knew it was not a test.
It did work, so I was even surprised that we got that. It said earthquake detected, drop cover, hold on, protect yourself.
Millions are alerted through the MyShake app, which uses shake alert information issued by the U.S. Geological Survey to deliver alerts to users in California, Oregon, and Washington to take cover seconds before shaking happens. The app is one of the delivery modes of the California Earthquake Early Warning System and is available in both English and Spanish.
Dozens of parents are attempting to sue the social media app Snapchat after their children died from drug overdoses. The man who lost his son to a drug overdose explains his issues with Snapchat.
You have a social media app like Snapchat, which is propagating these drug deaths by facilitating and allowing drug dealers to sell illicit counterfeit drugs to our children.
The parents were in a courtroom in Los Angeles on Wednesday asking a judge to allow their lawsuit to move forward. They claim Snapchat allows people to openly sell illicit drugs on its platform. They also claim Snapchat makes it difficult for law enforcement to track evidence of illegal activity. Taylor Swift has released a live track from her hit movie The Eras Tour. Cruel Summer is from her 2019 album Lover and has been streamed over 1 billion times on Spotify. On Wednesday night, Swift released a live version that was recorded at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles during her tour and can be heard in the hit movie. Taylor Swift, The Eras Tour was the #1 film in the U.S. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Brothers Auctioneers, we're selling the country.
Announcing the absolute auction of a brick house and 77 acres more or less, a John Deere tractor, wagons, and farm equipment located at 589 Jackson Pike, Harrodsburg, Saturday, October the 21st at 10:30 a.m. Featuring a 77-acre more or less farm in all 4 tracts ranging in size from 5.51 acres to 61.06 acres, and a charming brick home with a concrete front porch, back deck, sunroom, and a well-appointed kitchen, cozy living room, and a walkout basement. There's a barn and 5 acres on track 1, also 5.59 acres with a barn and sheds on track 4. Personal property includes a John Deere 6310 tractor, a Honda 4-wheeler, a 10-foot rotary mower, and other farm equipment just too numerous to mention. For preview dates or for more information, log on to FordBrothersInc.com or call 800-526-9430.
Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we're selling the country.
Hey, Joe, did you know Big Deals has got something new?
Where can I save money now, Radio Rick?
We've got the Anderson Lifestyle Boutique in Danville. Buy a $50 gift certificate for a Big Deals price of just $35.
Sounds awesome. What do they have?
They offer jewelry, apparel, gifts, and home decor. They do embroidery and monogramming. Come and see their selection of comfortable jeans, heavy canvas bags, lamps, art, scratch-made soap scents, natural soy candles. Find the perfect curtains, blinds, and shutters for your home.
Sounds great. I know where I can get my wife a gift and save money. Please don't tell her.
It's up to me. Joe, you like to eat, don't you?
You bet.
Save money at the Big City Pizza Company in Danville. Another new way to save.
I'd love to have some of their 3-cheese mac and cheese pizza.
Well, get over to hometownlive.net and save on Big City Pizza with a $10 gift certificate for just $7.
I'm on it. Pizza night tonight at the Mathis house.
You, too, can save with more big deals at hometownlive.net. Lots of discounts like Bread of Life, Sweets by Cindy, O'Charlie's, Applebee's, the Old Bus Station, and A&L Accessories.
Good morning to you folks. Thursday, October the 19th. That's 101923 on your calendar. Today, and a day where we get cloudy skies expected later on this afternoon, but an okay start to this morning, seeing some sunrise. Forecast is coming your way, but news always comes up first.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
A local meeting with regional HR professionals, employer leaders, plant managers, and frontline supervisors will help address the hiring, onboarding, and retention challenges that people with a history of substance use disorders, Boyle County Workforce Development, Boyle County ASAP, and the Chamber of Commerce. It's free to attend. It includes lunch. If you're someone who works in employment and hiring and you'd like to attend, contact the Boyle County Extension Office. Danville Center College is joining the Coalition of Colleges. The Coalition of Colleges is a group of more than 150 colleges and universities across the nation that's committed to increasing students' access to higher education. The coalition says their members are united to support lower income, under-resourced, and first-generation students by providing responsible financial aid and bolstering student success in college and beyond. A grant given to Bergen will help alleviate some of the flooding issues. On Tuesday, Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman was joined by local leaders and officials as Coleman announced that $880,000 will be spent to install a new drainage system. It's taken years to get to this point, including having to fix Bergen's tax audits to make them eligible to receive grant money. Work's not expected to start on the project for at least another 18 months. Out of the $880,000, $562,000 will come from the federal government, with the rest from the Kentucky Department for Local Government. A new historical marker in Casey County highlights skirmishes that took place in Casey County during the Civil War. While no major battles took place in Casey County, there were soldiers stationed throughout the county, and that led to skirmishes throughout the county as well. A new marker in front of the Casey County Courthouse highlights those. The Casey County News says that marker is double-sided, calling Casey County a strategic crossroads for Union and Confederate forces during the Civil War. And a new Family Dollar and Dollar Tree in Crab Orchard is now open. The grand opening ceremony was held Saturday on Kentucky Highway 39. It's open Monday through Saturday from 8 in the morning until 10 in the evening. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
Listen to WHIR online at hometownlive.net, powered by KentuckyWIMAX.com.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Ask Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance Agency in Danville if auto owners make sense for you. Call me, Mark Dexter, or Chris Reitmeyer at 236-6686.
The Hometown Radio Network sports broadcast schedule brought to you by Monticello Bank. High school football Friday night. Danville host Breathitt County on 103.9 FM WHIR. Boyle County host Wayne County on Z105. And Mercer County is at Garrett County. The Garrett broadcast on hometownlive.net. The Mercer broadcast on 99.5 FM WHBN. All of those games kick off at 7:30. Meanwhile, on Saturday, the Cats are on bye this week. They take on Tennessee the following week at Kroger Field.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
All right then, Jackie Boy, brought to you by Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance, your local independent insurance agency. Proudly representing the Auto Owners Insurance Company. Call Mark or Chris. They'd love to give you a free quote. Ask if auto owners make sense for you, 236-6686. Mostly cloudy today, high of 68, low tonight of 51. Quarter to a half an inch of rain possible tonight into tomorrow, where you get 62 is the high tomorrow. Saturday, 68. Sunday, 58. Right now, it's 8:11 in the morning. Phone number to call in is 238-WHIR. That's 238-9447. As we take a look at what's going on in this morning's sort of sports report, those sports stories that you may not typically hear in your every morning sports report. So let's cue up the music, and before we kind of hop into the whole thing, let's go over some things that you may know. First of all, the Las Vegas Aces have become the first back-to-back champions in 21 years in the WNBA. They won 70-69 yesterday over the New York Liberty. It was far from easy, was often hectic, but the Aces managed to finish off the series 3-1. Aja Wilson led the Aces with 24 points, also took home MVP honors. Here's the final call as the Las Vegas Aces defeated the New York Liberty last night to win the WNBA title.
With 5, draws the double, Laney to the corner, Vandersloot, no! And that is it! An unforgettable finish to Game 4. A resilient conclusion to a remarkable season for the Las Vegas Aces.
There you go. Let's see what else is going on in this morning's sort of sports report. Starting off in Major League Baseball, you didn't really think the Astros were going to get swept, did you? Well, last night the Astros, in front of the Texas Rangers home crowd, made it clear they weren't going down that easily, scoring 3 runs in the second inning. and one more in the third and fourth innings. En route to an 8-5 win, Texas now has a 2-1 advantage in the best-of-7 series. Today, back to 2 games in the schedule. The Phillies at the Diamondbacks, the Astros at the Rangers. Phillies D-backs at 5:07, Astros Rangers at 8:07. The NBA, National Basketball Association, their commissioner Adam Silver says the league is mulling a change to the All-Star game that would take the game back to its roots. The thought is to switch it back to a matchup between East and West like it once was and ditch the voting for captains and drafting format of recent years. Now that is a factor in consideration for this move, but the 2023 NBA All-Star game drew 4.6 million viewers, which was a sharp drop from the 6.3 million who watched the previous year in 2022. The 2023-24 NBA regular season gets underway on Tuesday. Leading into the season, pundits and experts scoured the league and came up with the rankings for the active players who are the best defenders in the league. These players are the ones they place in the top 10 going into the season. Top 5 was Brooke Lopez. Jaren Jackson Jr., former Cat Anthony Davis came in at 3. Alex Caruso at number 2, and Draymond Green was ranked at number 1. That's what's going on in this morning's Sort of Sports Report. We have more sports coming up with the Big Daddy, Steve Bertram.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Hometown Radio brings you 3 big high school football matchups tomorrow night. Mercer County is at Garrett County on WHBN FM 99.5 and on the Golden Line stream. Boyle County entertains Wayne County on Z105, and Danville hosts Breathitt County on WHIR FM 103.9. All games are set for 7:30 kickoffs. Other area action finds LCA at Washington County, Taylor County at Lincoln County, Woodford County at Anderson County, Rockcastle County at Knox Central, and Casey County at Marion County. We're going to talk high school football tonight on Z105. Join us at 6 o'clock for the Rebel Roundup as we talk with Boyle County coaches and players from Old Bridge Grill and Restaurant. Then at 7, it's a look at Garrett County football on the Coach Spencer Crutchfield Show, all tonight on Z105 and streaming at hometownlive.net. Kentucky football has the weekend off. Cats have dropped 2 straight in the SEC. UK will host 17th-ranked Tennessee on the 28th on Z105. Just 8 teams remain in the girls' high school soccer tournament. Tonight, 12th Region champ Boyle County is on the road at 16th Region winner Russell. Game time is set for 7 o'clock. The other 3 quarterfinals find Henderson County at Bethlehem, Sacred Heart at Bowling Green, and South Laurel at Notre Dame. The girls' 45th District Volleyball Championship game is set for 6 o'clock tonight as Boyle County meets Garrett County at Garrett Middle School. Bergen hosts the 46th District Final between West Jessamine and Trinity Christian. Kentucky men's basketball has been picked to finish 4th in the SEC preseason poll. A pair of Wildcats were named to all SEC teams. Justin Edwards on the first team and Antonio Reeves on the second team. Tennessee is picked to win the conference title. In the ALCS last night, Houston roughed up Max Scherzer for 5 runs in 4 innings and beat Texas 8-5. The Rangers still lead the series 2-1 with Game 4 set for tonight. The NLCS resumes late this afternoon with Philadelphia at Arizona and the Phillies up 2-0. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Danville's deal maker, Bob Allen.
Find new roads at Bob Allen Chevrolet. Hi, I'm John Welsh. Lease a new 23 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab LT 4x4 for only $389 per month for 24 months. $59.01 plus first payment and taxes due at signing. 10,000 miles per year. Stock 23424. Must be GM lease loyalty. Bob Allen Chevrolet on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at BobAllenMotorMall.com.
Need a change of scenery? Check out Kentucky State Parks. With 45 parks to choose from, there are limitless options. Each park has its own unique features, landscape and resorts, restaurants, campgrounds, and some of the best golf courses around. Pick one that fits your lifestyle and your family. Explore Kentucky parks. Enjoy fun outdoor adventure without the long lines of many destinations. Book now at parks.ky.gov.
Kentucky has one of the most expansive state park systems in the nation. For decades, the parks have been bringing people together for family reunions, fishing, hiking, and a wealth of other activities. What's your favorite memory of a Kentucky state park? Unfortunately, it takes more than governmental support to keep the parks vibrant. The Kentucky State Parks Foundation raises money to create educational programs for elementary school kids to connect them with nature, handicappable hiking trails, and the preservation of historical artifacts. Make a tax-deductible donation online at KentuckyStateParksFoundation.org.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
All right, then, brought to you by our friends over at the Big Deals online store. Go to hometownlive.net, shop and save on gift certificates to local businesses at big-time discounts. Save up to 50% every day on some of these, like exquisite jewelry here in Danville. $100 retail value, yours for half price, $50. That's this hour's deal of the hour. You get sunshine, early cloudy skies starting to take over a little bit right now. 68 is the high, a low tonight 51. Chance of rain showers into tomorrow, where you get 62 is the high tomorrow. Football Friday night, a little chilly on you. Take your jacket with you. 42 is the low tomorrow night. Right now it's 8:20 in the morning. It's 52 degrees. Randy Graham. Here he is with his thoughts. The thoughts of Randy Graham. These are Randy Graham's thoughts.
Good morning, Sir Joe in the Know, and what another great day it is to get up and get at 'em. Joe, in the 1990s, there was a public service announcement that said our diversity is our strength. Although sounding acceptable, just like today, I couldn't imagine anything more ridiculous and untrue. Diversity is not America's strength. Freedom is America's strength. It was freedom that brought together those of different diversities into one group of like minds. However, now the different diversities are being forced together, not by the common bond of freedom, but artificially thrown together by political opportunity, confirmed by what we are witnessing not only on the southern border of illegal immigrants, but also by the leniency of student visas that have led to foreigners congregating in their common hatred for the Jewish people and the existence of Israel. Even willing to believe a lie perpetrated by terrorists that a hospital was hit by Israel, when in reality it was a misfired Islamic Jihad rocket that landed on a hospital parking lot, killing far fewer than the 500 they perpetrate. But still the lie and media beat goes on. Joe, did you know that it was illegal for students on foreign visas to protest in favor of terrorist organizations like Hamas? Yeah, they're supposed to be kicked out of the country. But just like the southern border, good luck. This administration operates on the convenience of pick and choosing what laws they wish to obey. An ideal formula for the destruction of the fabric of a country and culture. Well, welcome to Joe Biden's America. Joe, I had the freedom this past Friday of adhering to the mission of being a grandfather at my 8-year-old granddaughter's school's fall festival, an event common to American culture of elementary education. She was in the royalty court representing her second grade class for crowning the fall festival king and queen. But after the royalty court, they had all the games and events kids could play to extract money from grandparents, another American tradition, to raise money for the school. And one was a haunted house, and Georgia wanted me to go with her, which I obliged, forgetting it was built for elementary-aged children, and realized I was in trouble, Joe, when I had to duck walk through the first obstacle. And then here was old Graham having to go on my hands and knees for the next 40 feet through a tube of cardboard boxes, with teenagers reaching down and touching my bald head. Then trying to straighten up, not the easiest thing for a 6'4" 29-year-old. But you know, Joe, I wouldn't have missed that opportunity for the world, because my granddaughter and I were building memories. And while we share here the importance of attending functions, whether sporting events or fall festivals with children and grandchildren, for a simple reason. It shows that what is important to them is important to you. And as a result, it helps build their self-image, because children identify who they are by parents and grandparents. Yes, adherence to mission of being a grandfather with the optional control of the situation by the grandchildren. You know, Joe, that fall festival in that moment carried more significance knowing the events of the Hamas terrorist attack, which not only kindled anger, but like grandparents and parents after 9/11 wanted to hold their grandchildren that much closer. Yes, at times we don't need to be told, but it is good to be reminded, since repetition is the mother of learning and father of knowledge, that there is evil in the world that must be eradicated. But being with children in such situations is kind of like a psychological safety net for grandparents and parents, recognizing that the one we love are safe, understanding how fleeting life can be. While hatred and ignorance is being outsourced to our college campuses from other countries through lenient student visas, where some, quote, educators of colleges and universities call their actions the right of free speech. Now, in 1979, Iranians took 52 American hostages at our embassy in Tehran, just like the Iranian-backed Hamas has taken 199 hostages. And when foreigners on campuses started protesting and burning American flags, did you know the American students on campuses shut them down to where they feared protesting on our soil against our country? And some might ask, well, what's happened in those 40 years? Well, as goes the schools, so goes the nation. It only takes one generation. Abraham Lincoln said it better. The philosophy of education in one generation will be the philosophy of government in the next. But we are both wrong. It takes two generations. Did you know that Qatar, who is holding the $6 billion Biden released for the exchange for American hostages, recently released from Iran, allocates billions of dollars to our college campuses for programs designed for Middle East studies that are largely just fronts for anti-Semitic and anti-American propaganda? Yeah, these organizations are the ones leading these protests. And then while Qatar is hosting the leadership of Hamas in five-star hotels, Qatar also hosts a dinner for Iranian diplomats and Hamas to celebrate the success of their murderous raid. And the Biden administration says there is no direct evidence of Iranian participation. But when you think about it, in the world, according to the loony left, there's also no direct evidence that President Biden received any money from Hunter Biden's business deals. So it's just par for the course. Proving one of my 10 lessons of truth regarding enlightened leadership. Just like people in power like to stay in power and as a result will jump through all types of hoops in order to keep it. In the same way, a personality in one area will always show up in another. Kind of like former Vice President and Republican candidate Mike Pence, trying, whether intentional or not, to rewrite history because of his lack of understanding of it. Like when he tries to imply regarding events of January the 6th that he couldn't violate the Constitution, although Trump never asked him to. I mean, such rhetoric plays well to the liberal press narrative and an argument to gang up on his former boss. No, Pence was asked to make a legal request validating that the electors were indeed the ones state legislatures wanted to be sent, confirmed by the fact that Congress rewrote the law soon afterwards so that a vice president wouldn't be put in that position again, but allowing Mike Pence to show his true colors. By the way, did you see where protesters of Israel, inspired by Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib, entered the United States Capitol, even attacking police? But you bet they'll be arrested like the January the 6th protesters? Yeah, rules for thee and not for me. But like Pence saying the other day when he served in Congress that in 2006 they should have never supported Hamas being allowed to rule Gaza. Well, that's not what happened. Hamas came to power after fighting took place between the two Palestinian factions, Hamas and Fatah. And after a truce was signed, elections were held, and the Palestinian people voted Hamas to lead them. And as such, no further elections have been held since. And this is the reason why Egypt doesn't want to open their borders for Palestinian refugees, because Hamas was created out of the Muslim Brotherhood, who wishes to topple the leadership of the Egyptian government. And the strongest word President Numbnuts can send to Iran is the word don't. Well, throw up. Yes, Joe, we speak the truth here from a historical perspective. Since if the study of math and sciences will give America a technological edge in the future, it'll be the study of history that'll keep that future free. But apparently Mike Pence needs a history lesson, showing we're on the cutting edge here on the Happy Station. Just like many of today's commentators don't even realize that Israel also fought a 1956 Suez War, whose lessons learned led to their success in the Six-Day War. By the way, Joe, the Palestinians have never had a country in the thousands of years' history, although Israel has in that area. Yes, facts are a frustrating thing for those who wish to manipulate the minds of ignorance. Joe, I saw an Israeli flag at a convenience store a few years back and went in to inquire about it from a young man from Israel and asked if he was still a member of Zahal, which he asked, well, how did you know that name? You see, Zahal, or the Law of War, is the foundational name of the Israeli Defense Force. Now, the IDF has a unique philosophy within their chain of command, which I believe represents the ideal leadership philosophy, whether you're a leader in business, school, or politics. It's a common sense approach, understanding that we are all stronger and smarter than any one of us. And that philosophy reads, adherence to mission, optional control. Simply meaning those closest to the implementation process have a greater understanding of how the game should be played. Meaning after the mission has been assigned, those commanders closest to the implementation have the right to change the plan because of circumstances and will not be held accountable for failure provided they are adhering to the mission. While understanding optional control is given to the generals overseeing the big picture that might counter your decision at the local level. Yes, outside of understanding that Israel is God's chosen people and failure means extermination, adherence to mission and optional control might explain the reason for IDF success over the years. Because indeed we are all smarter and stronger than any one of us, and why the common bond of truth and freedom requires us to stand with Israel.
Randy Graham, the thoughts of Randy Graham. Randy Graham's thoughts, Tuesdays and Thursdays, around 8:20 right here in the Joe Show on 103.9 FM WHIR Danville. We are 30 seconds away from our bottom hour news.
This is Randy Gipp Graham. If you want to start your weekend off in a winning way, propelling you into a new work week, then join with our team every Saturday morning at 7 o'clock on the Kentucky Power Hour. Sure, we talk current events, politics, a little sports, and a lot about leadership, but with you, the listener, in mind. So start your day off in a winning way. Right here on the Happy Station, WHIR.
The Kentucky Power Hour on AM 1230 and FM 103.9.
The new home for A&L Accessories in Danville's at 491 South 4th Street next to Smart Loop, featuring gifts, purses, jewelry, watches, scarves, body care products, and official Simply Southern Products dealer. Open at 11:30 Tuesday through Saturday. Stop in the new home for A&L Accessories in Danville, 493 South.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
The former Louisville police officer who shot Breonna Taylor has been involved in another incident. Miles Cosgrove is now a sheriff's deputy in Carroll County. The Courier-Journal reporting Cosgrove rammed his patrol car into a truck at the Happy Hollow RV Park with such force it damaged cinder blocks at a nearby building. The officer allegedly pointed a gun at the driver and several onlookers. The driver of the truck was charged with fleeing and invading. There were several witnesses to the incident. Cosgrove was fired by the Louisville Police Department in 2021 after the shooting of Taylor. Jail time for the person leading a Lexington conspiracy scheme.
One of the leaders of a criminal conspiracy group that defrauded the city of Lexington out of more than $4 million will spend the next 7 years behind bars. 30-year-old Ghana native Nana Kwambina Amwa pled guilty to federal charges over the summer as part of a plea deal that will also see him have to pay millions in restitution. Amwa is one of 5 co-conspirators who are accused of sending imposter emails to nearly 70 businesses or municipal entities across the country requesting wire transfers to new bank accounts. In August of last year, the group convinced a City of Lexington employee that they were from a community action council and that money was owed to the nonprofit. The city did later recover all of the money that was transmitted. I'm Rick Uccino.
The Boyd County School District removing books from libraries to be in step with Senate Bill 150. The bill states students in 5th grade or below cannot receive education regarding human sexuality and transmitted diseases. All students are now restricted from learning gender identity, self-expression, or orientation. The bill has many restrictions that have been controversial. I'm Sean McCormick.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TAXI for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TAXI for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TAXI.
Almost every small Kentucky town has a go-to restaurant. In Central Kentucky, it's the Bread of Life Cafe in Liberty. If you like a good buffet, you'll love the huge down-home cooking featuring 3 fully stocked buffet tables, or you can order off their extensive menu. You'll find something delicious for every person in the family at the Bread of Life Cafe. Visit the gift and sweet shop at the Bread of Life Cafe, 5 miles south of Liberty on Highway 127. Open till 8, Monday through Thursday, 9 Friday and Saturday. Feed your tummy and your soul with a stop at the Bread of Life Cafe and Buffet, 5 miles south of Liberty.
Hi, my name is Carol, and I'm a student at the University of Kentucky College of Nursing. You can prevent a tragedy on the farm. Make sure your children have a safe play area that's fenced in or at least separated from traffic and work areas. Make it free of dangerous debris and give them room to run and explore. Play equipment should be age appropriate and supervised. Although parents cannot completely kid-proof a farm, it is important to make it as safe as possible.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. A local meeting with regional HR professionals, employer leaders, plant managers, and frontline supervisors will help address the hiring, onboarding, and retention challenges that people with a history of substance use disorders or incarceration face. It's set for Friday, November the 3rd, and is being put on by the Danville-Boyle County Workforce Development, Boyle County ASAP, and the Chamber of Commerce. It's free to attend. It includes lunch. If you're someone who works in employment and hiring and you'd like to attend, contact the Boyle County Extension Office. Danville Center College is joining the Coalition of Colleges. The Coalition of Colleges is a group of more than 150 colleges and universities across the nation that's committed to increasing students' access to higher education. The coalition says their members are united to support lower income, under-resourced, and first-generation students by providing responsible financial aid and bolstering student success in college and beyond. A grant given to Bergen will help alleviate some of the flooding issues. On Tuesday, Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman was joined by local leaders and officials as Coleman announced that $880,000 will be spent to install a new drainage system. It's taken years to get to this point, including having to fix Bergen's tax audits to make them eligible to receive grant money. Work's not expected to start on the project for at least another 18 months. Out of the $880,000, $562,000 will come from the federal government, with the rest from the Kentucky Department for Local Government. A new historical marker in Casey County highlights skirmishes that took place in Casey County during the Civil War. While no major battles took place in Casey County, there were soldiers stationed throughout the county, and that led to skirmishes throughout the county as well. A new marker in front of the Casey County Courthouse highlights those. The Casey County News says that marker is double-sided, calling Casey County a strategic crossroads for Union and Confederate forces during the Civil War. And a new Family Dollar and Dollar Tree in Crab Orchard is now open. The grand opening ceremony was held Saturday on Kentucky Highway 39. It's open Monday through Saturday from 8 in the morning until 10 in the evening. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
Last place feeling in life is no place to be. Ready for a new way of living? The Isaiah House will put you first. Long-term and short-term residential treatment, outpatient treatment, medication assisted treatment, transitional living, and job skills training. Isaiah House has the programs to the path of help, hope, and healing. End the hurting. Take the first step toward a happier, healthier you. Call the Isaiah House anytime, 24 hours a day.
Hometown Radio Network would like to say congratulations to both the Hampton Inn and Holiday Inn and Suites. Here's Jasmine.
I'm here at the Hampton Inn by Hilton and Holiday Inn Express and Suites Danville. We definitely are award-winning. Recently, we both received awards for being in the top 1 to 5% of each of our brands, with Hilton and IHG ranking us number 1 with each of our brands here in Kentucky for 2022. We do this by filling the area with the light and warmth of our friendly, caring, and authentic hospitality. Come stay with us and see why why our guests think we are so great.
The Hometown Radio Network sports broadcast schedule brought to you by Monticello Bank. High school football Friday night. Danville host Breathitt County on 103.9 FM WHIR. Boyle County host Wayne County on Z105. And Mercer County is at Garrett County. The Garrett broadcast on HometownLive.net. The Mercer broadcast on 99.5 FM WHBN. All of those games kick off at 7:30. Meanwhile, on Saturday, the Cats are on bye this week. They take on Tennessee the following week at Kroger Field.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
Well, that's awfully nice of you, Jackie Boy. Brought to you by Coel Collision Center here in Danville. They're on Lebanon Road. After rag, tell the tow truck driver take your vehicle to the experts. That's Brent and Devin at Coel Collision Center, Lebanon Road in Danville. All right, cloudy skies. A high today 68. A low tonight of 51. Tomorrow showers and possibly a thunderstorm before 11 o'clock in the morning. Chance of rain showers until 2. High of 62. Saturday sunny and 68's the high. Saturday, we're going to be at Morning Point from 1 o'clock until 3 o'clock for the Cruise-In Car Show. This is an annual event Morning Point does. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited to be there Saturday afternoon. Going to be a fairly windy day, but it's not going to be cold. 70's the high. So come on out to Morning Point. They're going to have live music, the SOS Band and the Elkhorn Pickers. They're going to have food trucks as well. The Cruise-In Car Show at Morning Point. 859-965-1008 for questions. But coming out there on Saturday, we're going to have a blast at Morning Point. It's 8:39 in the morning. Here's Wedding Planning with Pim.
Hi, I'm Pimtha Stewart Clark, and this is Wedding Planning with Pim. The assumption that older couples who are more established in their lives have more available funds to spend on a wedding may not be true. There may be children to support, mortgage payments to meet, and the burden of maintaining a lifestyle. Unless you and your fiancé make enough money between you to rise above your obligations, you'll have some budgeting to do. Discuss your wedding planning priorities. Sometimes, in the first flush of engagement bliss, it's easy to go along to get along. But it's important to let your wishes be known early to avoid resentments later on. A good way to establish your wedding priorities as a couple is for each of you to randomly list 10 features you'd like to include in your wedding celebration. See where you agree. Cut and paste until you have a list of 10 elements you both can agree upon. Then each of you rank the 10 in order of importance. If you're not getting it together, you might each look at your list and ask yourselves, is this something I really need or just think I should have? Why is this so important to me? Is there a substitute for this element that might please us both? Study your lists and do some thinking about where you can compromise without sacrifice. My love note for today, wedding planning is a good time to begin cultivating the crucial skill of compromise and realizing that just because you want it doesn't mean you need it.
Your small business is always top of mind. Well, top of your mind. To get it to the top of other people's minds, you need to get your name out front, which is where Staples Print and Marketing Services can put it. A yard sign over there, brochures right here, a banner up there. In fact, your business's message could appear anywhere. And right now at Staples, get $100 off your print purchase of $250 or more. Make a splash with your small business print and marketing materials at Staples. Ends 11/4. Visit staples.com/print for details.
Thinning hair is normal, but it doesn't have to be your fate.
Once I started taking Nutrafol, I could visibly see my hair get thicker. It made my hair stronger.
Nutrafol, the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand.
Nutrafol has taken me back to the hair I was meant to have.
You've got nothing to lose and everything to grow. Join the 1 million people growing at Nutrafol.com. That's Nutrafol.com.
I went to ride Hatfield Chevrolet, and they had me
driving in my car, going very far, down the street in my car.
If you want to ride, go to RodHatfieldChevy.com. Rod Hatfield Chevrolet, Lexington, Kentucky.
Catch the best of Sean Hannity, Saturday mornings, 10 to 1 on WHIR.
This Saturday in Danville at Morning Point with their annual Cruise-In 1 to 3. Enjoy cool cars, cool music from the SOS Band, Elkhorn Pickers, and food trucks. See you Saturday, Danville Morning Point, Perryville Road for the cool Cruise-In. See you Saturday, Danville Morning Point, Perryville Road, Cruise-In. Broadcast 1 to 3 live on Z105.
Paved driveways and parking lots are a major investment, whether at your business, church, or home. White House Seal Coating uses the right equipment and industry-proven techniques to seal, repair, and help you maintain your pavement with a beautiful finish.
They can repair large and
and small damaged areas and fill potholes.
They also offer parking lot striping services.
Call White House Seal Coating for a free estimate. Call 859-325-5716.
Or go online at whitehousesealcoating.com.
Listen to us on your smart speaker. Just ask to play our call letters. WHIR.
There you go. There you go. Drifting away. Hopefully your morning's drifting away in like a good way. You don't want like your morning to drift away where like you haven't done anything and now you look up and you've lost your morning because you've been sitting around, you've been vegging, as they say. But hopefully your morning is drifting away in a good way where it's going by fast. You're getting stuff accomplished. We're keeping you entertained. That's what we want here on the Joe Show on WHIR. 238-9447 is the phone number to call in this morning, 238-WHIR. There is a TikTok influencer. For those that don't know what that means, it means they're just like a famous social media person. They're an influencer. They're an online media presence. So there's a person on TikTok who's really famous, going viral right now, because this person was experiencing a life-threatening allergic reaction. So she's got a life-threatening allergy, and she has an EpiPen on her. But instead of giving herself the EpiPen, she's filming this entire thing so that she can get more followers online, risking her life for online followers. So what happens when a situation like that arises? Well, it's the topic of a new TV show, Influencer 911.
Coming up on Influencer 911, real stories from real influencers.
911, what's your emergency?
You gotta help me. I just got stung by a bee and I'm deathly allergic.
Okay, stay calm. We're sending help right away.
Yeah, I need a ring light and a good microphone. And what kind of phone does the paramedic have?
Excuse me?
I need to make sure it looks good for my live stream. And can you make sure his partner has a phone too? I need multiple angles for the stream.
Sir, this is hardly the time to...
Hey, can you share the link to my stream if I text it to you?
Wow.
It's all coming up on Influencer 911. Don't miss it.
There you go. Let's see what's going on in the world of food. It's Grub Gab for you, where you can just eat it. All right, this is perfect because we are doing the best Halloween candy bracket here in the Joe Show, and Halloween is approaching fast, and Hershey's has announced their spooky season candy lineup is here. So here are some of the new and returning items that are being offered during the Halloween season, like trick-or-treat candies. Reese's Skeletons are back. They're Reese's, but shaped like skeletons, as well as the snack-sized pumpkins. Hershey's Harry Potter Milk Chocolate Kisses, a new item featuring foils of the different Hogwarts houses. The Harry Potter Milk Chocolate Bars, 12 Harry Potter bars that feature different scenes and items from the Harry Potter movies. The bars are sold individually or in a pack of 6 and also available for a limited time only. Chocolate Payday Bars. I've had these before. These are actually really good. I'm not real big on regular paydays, but the chocolate paydays are good. Kit Kats, returning regular snack-sized Kit Kats and Witch's Brew variety that feature marshmallow cream and green coloring. Hershey's Kisses candies and monster foils. And Hershey's Cookies and Cream Fangs are coming back. They're cookies and cream bars with fangs printed on them. Sonic has announced the introduction of new Sonic Rechargers with Red Bull. It's the first new beverage to be added to the Sonic menu in about 4 years. Sonic Rechargers with Red Bull come in a choice of 3 fruity flavors, dragon fruit, blood orange, and twisted lime, and are combined with a Red Bull energy drink and poured over Sonic Nugget Ice. The new Sonic Rechargers with Red Bull available now at participating Sonic locations nationwide. Chipotle celebrating Halloween this year by once again welcoming back their popular burrito deal with a $6 digital entree offer from 3 o'clock in the afternoon to close on Halloween for Chipotle Rewards members. On Halloween, Chipotle Rewards members can enjoy a $6 entree by placing a digital order and using promo code BURRITO at checkout on October 31st from 3 o'clock local time to close. Chipotle with a $6 digital entree order on Halloween. Sonic introduces new drinks with Red Bull, their first new drink on the menu since 2019. And Hershey shares their Halloween candy lineup. Grub Gab, the world of food where you can just eat it.
next few minutes, the man with the jolly green thumb and the big straw hat is going to tell us where it's at. Gardening with James, that's the name. Growing good food, that's our aim. Working in our garden every day. Well, we might not be all that pretty, but we don't mind getting all dirty and gritty. Growing our food the natural way. Yes, we're gardening with James, the natural way. Let's dig it, James.
All right, then, James the gardener, what's up?
Not much, Joe. How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
All right.
Doing okay. James is currently eating a spice bar from Burke's Bakery, which is just a gingerbread man without the icing.
Yeah, no eyes.
No eyes, no icing, nothing like that. So, well, James, what do we got going on in the world of gardening in the garden this week?
Well, looking at the monitor there, we got rain coming.
Yep.
So I really appreciate that because we still probably need about maybe 4 or 5 inches of rain.
Mm-hmm.
And if we can get 2 or 3 out of this cell that's coming through here, that would really help with the plants that are still in the ground.
Yeah.
And I think we got a frost advisory coming up here in the next couple of days, so maybe Monday, I think. So, we really need to pay attention to the plants. I was talking to Rick on our sister station a minute ago, and I was telling him I've got these huge bushes out in front of our place.
Yeah.
And like I said, because I really have no place to hide my plants except for under the bush.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that they've cut it back, it gives me plenty of room to stuff my little plants up underneath there. And,
okay.
And they've done really well, because it just it's kind of like a wind barrier. It just kind of blocks the wind, and that's helped it out quite a bit. So anything other than plastic, you don't want to put over top of your plant for the trying to keep it from getting frostbite. Try to save those plants as long as you can, because it's subject to change any time, and like I say, it's subject to get cold. Just about go from 70 degrees to 30 degrees, or you know how crazy Danville is, or Kentucky. So when it comes to the weather, it's pretty tough.
Gardening with James, Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yes, sir.
Right here in the Joe Show on WHIR Danville. 8:50 in the morning. James, we got you in studio. Let's ask you your opinion on these Halloween candy matchups here.
All right.
You and then Coach Dean will be on, the Boyle County girls soccer coach.
Mm-hmm.
He's got his Lady Rebels playing tonight at Russell High School in the Elite Eight. So a win would move the Lady Rebels soccer team onto the Final Four tonight.
Wow.
Be the first time in school history that's happened. They've won region a lot, but a win tonight would advance them further than they've ever gone in school history in the girls' state soccer tournament. So a big-time matchup tonight, yeah. And we'll ask him. We'll ask some members of the Veterans Committee, which you're on the Veterans Committee, aren't you?
I used to be back in the day.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
And they're, for the first time in like 3 years, having the in-person Veterans luncheon appreciation that Hospice does every year.
Yeah.
And so we'll have them on. So we got a lot of people to ask, James.
Okay.
But you may be surprised by some of the results in today's matchup. So let me ask you, first of all, James, the 5th-seeded Milky Way going up against the 4th-seeded Sour Patch Kids. Now, you know my theory. So the question, James, do you buck the trend?
Milky Way?
Or Sour Patch Kids?
I'll take a Sour Patch Kid.
Okay, so you're going to buck the trend.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Sour Patch Kids with a 3-1 lead over Milky Way now.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, it's not necessarily an upset because they're seeded higher in our candy bracket. They're the 4 seed. Milky Way's the 5 seed.
Okay.
But this would be like a blue blood, like Kentucky maybe having like a 5 seed year and going up against the University of New Mexico.
Right.
Who may have had a better year that year, so they're seeded higher than Kentucky.
Okay.
But the blue blood is Kentucky, so a lot of people would expect Kentucky to win.
That's right, coming back.
Kentucky and Kansas State, for example, like last year.
Right.
So, but right now, Sour Patch Kids leading Milky Way 3-1.
All right.
With just an hour left in the show. The other matchup, James.
Yeah.
Number 1 overall seed, Reese Peanut Butter Cups. Number 8 seeded Jolly Ranchers.
Oh, we got to go Reese's.
Reese's.
Yeah.
Now works a tie with Jolly Ranchers. Jolly Ranchers led 2-0 after the first 2 hours of the show.
Oh, no.
First hour and a half, I guess. Jessica Besson voted for Reese Peanut Butter Cups. You have voted for Reese Cups. It's a 2-2 tie. Reese already had to come from behind to beat Heathmar in the first round. Now they're trying to come from behind again.
Go Reese's.
We'll see if they can do it.
That's
James has got Reese Cups and Jolly Ranchers. Sorry, Reese Cups and Sour Patch Kids.
That's right.
No, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Sour Patch Kids.
Sour
Reese
Patch
and
Kids.
Sour Patch
Yeah.
Kids as his 2 votes.
Yep.
It's 8:52, James. We'll see what's gone on this date in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history, okay?
All right.
Coming up next.
Announcing the absolute auction of a brick house and 77 acres more or less, a John Deere tractor, wagons, and farm equipment located at 589 Jackson Pike, Harrodsburg, Saturday, October the 21st at 10:30 a.m. Featuring a 77-acre more or less farm in all 4 tracks, ranging in size from 5.51 acres to 61.06 acres, and a charming brick home with a concrete front porch, back deck, sunroom, and a well-appointed kitchen. Cozy living room and a walkout basement. There's a barn and 5 acres on track 1. Also 5.59 acres with a barn and sheds on track 4. Personal property includes a John Deere 6310 tractor, a Honda 4-wheeler, a 10-foot rotary mower, and other farm equipment just too numerous to mention. For preview dates or for more information, log on to FordBrothersInc.com or call 800-526-9430.
Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we're selling the country.
Lawson's Tractor 2, your local Kubota equipment dealer, wants to help you deliver a job done right. That's why they want you to know that the new Kubota inventory is arriving daily. You have work to do. They have the reliability and durability and versatile lineup to help you do it all. Visit Lawson's Tractor 2 today for all your equipment needs. Lawson's Tractor 2, 4 miles south of Danville on Highway 127, open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. Lawson's Tractor 2.
Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know. Generations of serving our community, immunizations, prescriptions, and so much more. Helpful people, free local delivery, mobile app refills right to your door. Visit SuttonRx.com. Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know.
In Lancaster on Maple Avenue.
Local high school football and hometown radio network.
This is Gary True, voice of the Mercer County Football Titans. Listen to every game on WHBN.
This is Scott Bowen, voice of the Garrett County Golden Lions. Hear the games on Z105.
This is Joe Mathis, voice of the Danville Football Admirals. Listen to every Admiral game on AM 1230 WHIR.
This is Steve Bertram inviting you to join us for Boyle County High School football on Z105.
All games streamed live at hometownlive.net.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
Thanks for that, Jack. It's brought to you by our friends over at ADA Heating and Air. Trust ADA to be there when you need them the most. ADA is always on the way. Call them 859-519-6382. ADA Heating and Air. Cloudy skies, rain showers, and chances, especially tonight. A high of 68, low tonight 51. Showers, thunderstorms likely tomorrow. High of 62. Football Friday night, tomorrow night. Going to be chilly, 42's the low. And then Saturday, sunny, good day, 68's the high, but 30-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Right now, it's 8:55 in the morning. We got James the Gardener in studio. And, James, we're taking a look down the timeline to see what happened on this date in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history, okay?
Let's do it.
Sound good to you? On this day, James, in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history, in the year 1966, this group arrived in New York for the first time ever for their first ever U.S. tour. With Jeff Beck and Jimmy Page on the lead guitars. It's the Yardbirds on this day, 1966. Jeff Beck did not last long with the group. After 2 dates of the tour, he developed tonsillitis and quit the group. He would go on to form the Jeff Beck Group that gave Rod Stewart his first major exposure. So everything happens for a reason. The Yardbirds, though, in this date, 1966, their first ever U.S. tour began. It was on this day, rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history in the year 1979. A group called the Heartbreakers released their third album called Darn the Torpedoes. It did not say darn on the album, but I'm not going to say what it said. And of course, the Heartbreakers frontman was a guy named Tom Petty. This album built on his previous two albums' commercial success and critical acclaim and reached number 2 on Billboard's album charts. Kept from number 1 by Pink Floyd's album The Wall. This song, Refugee, was on that album. Don't Do Me Like That was also on the album as well. That was a top 10 hit. The song right now, Refugee, was a top 15 hit. It was on this day, rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history in the year 1985, James. This group went to number 1 on the U.S. singles charts with this song. You know this song, James?
I've heard this at least.
You know
once.
the song, yeah?
Yeah.
The group is Aha.
Aha.
The song is Take On Me. They were the first Norwegian group to score a U.S. number 1. The video for the song featured the band in a pencil sketch animation method called rotoscoping, combined with live action, which won 6 awards and was nominated for 2 others of the 1986 MTV Video Music Awards, so it was like the first of its kind type of music video. Aha, on this date, 1985, went to number 1 with a song on the U.S. singles charts. And it was on this date in 2011, one of my favorite groups. I've seen them in concert once. It was an awesome concert. Released their 5th studio album called Milo Xyloto. Group is Coldplay. Here's one of their big-time singles from that album, Milo Xyloto. This song called Paradise. In the UK, Milo Xyloto became Coldplay's 5th album to debut at number 1, became the group's 3rd to debut at number 1 on the US Billboard 200. It went number 1 in 34 different countries. Coldplay released Milo Xyloto on this date, 2011. And that's what's gone on this date, October 19th, in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history. 9 o'clock in the morning's coming up. Boyle County girls soccer coach Brian Dean will be on here. And then at 9:35, Sharon Martin from the Heritage Hospice Veterans Committee is on here as well. It's 9 o'clock in the morning.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
It's 9 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. Another vote for Speaker of the House is expected today. This after Ohio Congressman Jim Jordan fell short of the 217 votes needed to be elected for the second time in 2 days. The chamber's been unable to move any legislation following Kevin McCarthy's ouster weeks ago. A Free the Hostages rally took place outside the United Nations in New York City last night. Trey Thomas reports.
Some family members of hostages being held by Hamas are calling for them to be released.
There's only one thing, and only one thing to do right now. Bring them home.
NYPD is upping its presence and patrols at different rallies, including pro-Palestinian. It's been reported that all NYPD officers have been ordered to be in full uniform until further notice. I'm Trey Thomas.
President Biden is set to address the nation tonight from the Oval Office. A statement from Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre released Wednesday says the president will discuss the U.S. response to the Hamas attacks against Israel in a primetime speech at 8 p.m. Eastern. The president will also discuss Russia's ongoing war with Ukraine. Former Treasury Secretary Jack Lew looks like he might be confirmed on a party-line vote as the next U.S. ambassador to Israel. Foreign Relations Committee Chairman Ben Cardin says the post needs to be solidified immediately, carrying great importance given the recent Hamas attacks.
If we say we have a special relationship with Israel, and they say, well, you don't have a confirmed ambassador, it doesn't look like it's a special relationship, it does impact the ability of the United States to carry out its policies.
However, Lew's reception was split along party lines. Republicans took Lew to task in his Senate confirmation hearing yesterday for his role in the 2015 Iran nuclear deal under President Obama. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Do you or someone you know struggle with hearing issues? Many rural Kentuckians are underserved when it comes to hearing health care. That's why the Heiser Hearing Institute developed Kentucky Hears, a program aimed at removing barriers to care and providing equal access to hearing health care. Kentucky Hears offers everything from hearing screenings to cochlear implant resources. Visit kyhears.org to learn more. Kentucky Hears, because everyone deserves to experience the sound of life.
The Kentucky Department for Community-Based Services is hiring. DCBS invites you to be part of an inclusive team of caring professionals that helps all Kentucky families through a rewarding career in family support or social services. They have job openings in their county offices across the state and offer great benefits like hybrid work schedule, competitive salary, paid holidays, and many opportunities for training and promotions, plus state employee discounts. Go online to chfs.ky.gov and enter DCBS jobs in the search field. It's a new day at DCBS. Join them, an equal opportunity employer, MFD.
Another U.S. journalist is being detained in Russia. Alsu Kamashura is a Russian-American reporter with Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty, which released a statement today saying she's been detained about 500 miles east of Moscow. The statement said she's being charged with failure to register as a foreign agent, which Russia requires of any individual it believes is receiving foreign funding. The charge carries a maximum 5 years in prison. Earlier this year, a Wall Street Journal reporter was detained in Russia on charges of espionage. The cost of employer health insurance rose this year at the fastest clip since 2011. Aaron Real reports.
According to an annual survey from KFF, a healthcare research nonprofit, a 7% jump in the cost of family healthcare plans brings the average tab to nearly $24,000 for employers. Workers' average payment is roughly $6,500, nearly $500 more than last year. Inflation in the economy spiked in 2022. It hit health coverage this year because hospitals tend to renegotiate fees with insurers only every few years, so the increase to cover their own costs are only now affecting premiums. Employers and workers may see similar boosts in 2024.
The confidence that Americans have in the media is once again at record lows. Rory O'Neill reports.
Only 1/3 of Americans have a great deal or a fair amount of trust in news reporting, tying the record low set back in 2016. 39% of Americans have no confidence in the media at all, according to the latest Gallup survey. Compare that to 1976. Back then, 72% were confident in the media. Only 4% said they had no confidence at all. I'm Rory O'Neill.
More American workers are back in the office. U.S. work-from-home rates have dropped to the lowest since the pandemic. Michael Kastner, NBC News.
Turn up your radio. Here's the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
New York Times also didn't get the facts from reliable sources. Here's a news flash, by the way. Hamas lies. Hamas is a terror group, and the Associated Press. Hamas says Israeli airstrike on Gaza hospital kills hundreds as Biden heads to Mideast. BBC, hundreds of people have been killed in an Israeli strike on a hospital in Gaza, according to Palestinian officials. The LA Times, at least 500 killed in the Israeli airstrike on Gaza hospital. Gaza Health Ministry says. Reuters, hundreds killed in Israeli airstrike on Gaza hospital, according to health authorities. Really? And it goes on from there. That's basically every news organization. How many facts did they have? None. Absolutely zero. What did they have driving them? Hamas's propaganda?
Check out the Sean Hannity radio show later today, right here.
Occasionally something comes out that just changes the game drastically for the better, like a microwave oven or GPS navigation or jet engines, you name it, or cell phones. Recently, Rhino Metals, that's America's leading safe manufacturer, they have launched an amazing new safe design that falls into this category. It's called Safe X, and it uses a completely new way of locking the safe that gives you the anti-pry protection and security of safes that cost thousands and thousands of dollars more. And right now you can save big on these revolutionary gun safes delivered right to your home. Now, these are a tremendous value and the best safes you're going to find. And in Rhino Pry Test, SafeX gun safes, they outperformed other brands, costing up to, 4 or 5 times as much. Now, I've owned plenty of gun safes over the years, and I can tell you without a doubt, Rhino metal safes are just better in every way than anything I've ever seen. And every safe is backed by the best warranties and support. RhinoSafe.com, RhinoSafe.com. Oh.
Need a change of scenery? Check out Kentucky State Parks. With 45 parks to choose from, there are limitless options. Each park has its own unique features, landscape and resorts, restaurants, campgrounds, and some of the best golf courses around. Pick one that fits your lifestyle and your family. Explore Kentucky parks. Enjoy fun outdoor adventure without the long lines of many destinations. Book now at parks.ky.gov.
Hello, Central Kentucky. My name is Alan Martin, loan officer at Whitaker Bank. As a lifelong Danville native, I'm excited to be able to help neighbors like yourself find financial options to fit your family. If you'd like to see what we can do for you, give me a call today at 859-236-9822. That's 859-236-9822. Or even better, stop in and see me at 218 West Main here in downtown Danville. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Good morning to you. It's Thursday. Thursday, October the 19th. That's 101923 on your calendar, and a cloudy day. 68 is your high. We got a forecast coming your way. News comes first. This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. A local meeting with regional HR professionals, employer leaders, plant managers, and frontline supervisors will help address the hiring, onboarding, and retention challenges that people with a history of substance use disorders or incarceration face. It's set for Friday, November the 3rd, and is being put on by the Danville-Boyle County Workforce Development, Boyle County ASAP, and the Chamber of Commerce. It's free to attend. It includes lunch. If you're someone who works in employment and hiring and you'd like to attend, contact the Boyle County Extension Office. Danville Center College is joining the Coalition of Colleges. The Coalition of Colleges is a group of more than 150 colleges and universities across the nation that's committed to increasing students' access to higher education. The coalition says their members are united to support lower income, under-resourced, and first-generation students by providing responsible financial aid and bolstering student success in college and beyond. A grant given to Bergen will help alleviate some of the flooding issues. On Tuesday, Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman was joined by local leaders and officials as Coleman announced that $880,000 will be spent to install a new drainage system. It's taken years to get to this point, including having to fix Bergen's tax audits to make them eligible to receive grant money. Work's not expected to start on the project for at least another 18 months. Out of the $880,000, $562,000 will come from the federal government, with the rest from the Kentucky Department for Local Government. A new historical marker in Casey County highlights skirmishes that took place in Casey County during the Civil War. While no major battles took place in Casey County, there were soldiers stationed throughout the county, and that led to skirmishes throughout the county as well. A new marker in front of the Casey County Courthouse highlights those. The Casey County News says that marker is double-sided, calling Casey County a strategic crossroads for Union and Confederate forces during the Civil War. And a new Family Dollar and Dollar Tree in Crab Orchard is now open. The grand opening ceremony was held Saturday on Kentucky Highway 39. It's open Monday through Saturday from 8 in the morning until 10 in the evening. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
Well, that's nice of you there, Jackie Boy. Brought to you by our friends over at Cattleman's Roadhouse. Treat yourself to a delicious meal at Cattleman's. Their salad bar is awesome. Their steaks are aged 28 days, hand cut, second to none in tenderness and in flavor. Cattleman's Roadhouse, Danville Bypass, where a great steak is truly just the beginning. All right, cloudy skies, 68 is a high, 51 is your low. About a half an inch of rain possible tonight. Tomorrow, you get more rain possible till about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, high of 62. On Friday night, mostly clear, low of 42. Saturday, 68 and sunny. And we round out the weekend Sunday with sunshine and 58 as the high. Right now, it's 9:11 in the morning. We're at 52 degrees, and we are joined on the telephone by Boyle County Lady Rebel soccer coach Brian Deem. Good morning, Coach Deem. How are you?
Doing well, Joe. How are you?
I'm doing great, Coach. Appreciate you being on here this morning. What a big day it is for your Lady Rebel soccer team as you all travel to Russell High School. We know officially it's going to be Russell, and what a game this is going to be. Your Lady Rebels winners of 19 games this year. Russell winner of 19 games as well, Coach. Tell us about this Russell team led by a top 10 goal scorer in the state, and Eva, I guess it's Eva Blank, who I think you mentioned was committed to play collegiately at Longwood. Coach, tell us about this Russell team tonight.
Eva Blank, she's a strong kid. She's going to actually Transy.
Okay.
Ava Quinn, the attacking center mid, number 24, she's going to Longwood. They basically got a three-headed monster, Eva and Ava, and then they have Emma Stamper, who's a sophomore, and she's quite a talent. Good pace, very crafty on the ball. So we definitely got our hands full tonight. We know that. We've been watching film. We've been doing same thing they are doing. I don't think any team's going to come out with something special or something flashy tonight. I think both teams are going to go toe-to-toe and square it up and see how it all plays out.
Coach, you've been able to outscore your last 10 opponents in this 10-game win streak 64-1. So obviously the offense, the goal scoring has been there, but you've held your last 10 opponents combined to 1 goal. And we talked, I believe, about Addie Cannon the last time you were on about her goalkeeping skills. And, you got to be proud. You give 10 straight games, give up 1 goal, Coach. That gives you a chance to win every single time you go out.
Absolutely. And I think it really starts with our total team defense. With our forwards up top pressing their backs, our midfield does a great job of collapsing, and senior Peyton Bug, junior Hensley Arnold, those two are in the middle, and then we have Kennedy Bug on the outside with Anna Waters, and then we'll bring in a couple more kids, Braylee Lefeview, Harper Coffey, and Sophia Hatfield. So we got a nice rotation. Our kids aren't afraid to make it physical. Our kids got some decent speed. Peyton absolutely is phenomenal with her speed and ability to help cover our backs. So that gives our backs an opportunity to be a little more aggressive because they know they have Peyton back there with the speed to clean things up if they do get beat. So, and then you have little Addie Cannon. I call her Cannonball. She plays softball for me too, and she's been fantastic. She's very poised. She keeps herself under control. She's grounded, and she does an excellent job of reading angles before shots are sent. So that right there helps us to be able to keep people off the board.
Coach, you all have a top 10 defense in the state, actually tied in 6th for the number of goals you give up per game. You only give up 0.8 of 1 goal per game, but you go tonight, Coach, against a team that's 3rd in the state, 6.7 goals per game. You all are 5th in the state at 6.1 goals per game. Do you expect tonight to be low scoring, or do you expect tonight there to be some goals?
Being able to score will come at a premium tonight, and that's one of the things we talked about yesterday at practice. We have opportunities. We got to put shots on frame. We got to make sure we can tuck away some of the easier looks that we could get because they're not going to be very many of them.
Yeah.
And when we do get that opportunity, we're going to have to make sure we stay technical and tuck it in a corner and find a way to be able to slip a couple through.
Yeah, you have 1 or 2 chances on goal. Got to make sure you finish them because, like you said, this could be a low-scoring game, 2-1, 1-0, something like that, and you got to make sure you finish those chances.
5-4. I don't foresee that. I think tonight you're looking anywhere from a 2-0, 2-1, 1-0 game, like you just said. So I think it's going to be 80 minutes of just good old-fashioned hard soccer, and that's what I told the kids. You're going to have to play 80 minutes, you have to play 90 minutes, and then you have to go to PKs. It doesn't matter. I said, you've already done it. You've been there. So no reason to
for the game. And what time does the game start tonight, Coach?
We're leaving around 2:15 today. It's right at about a 3-hour drive, and hopefully get there around 5:45, 6 o'clock, so they can get dressed and get themselves acclimated, get the legs stretched, and then get ourselves prepared. The game starts at 7 p.m.
Speaking of getting something to eat, you all, as a team, were able to go to La Casa Nostra yesterday, right?
Yes, we were. Our athletic director, Travis Lefeview, came up to me, and he brought up the idea, and I noticed that the football team was in there too, and I know the owner took care of them. It was an outstanding meal, and we're just grateful to be in this opportunity. And I told the kids that these aren't moments that just get to be handed out to you. You've earned this, so enjoy it. And I bought all the kids a little bit of a dessert, so who doesn't like some sweets? So they seem to leave with a smile on their face.
There you go, Coach. How do you come?
Got to stop number 24 in the middle, Ava Quinn. If we can keep her from facing us up and driving at us, I think we got a good shot. We want to force her to get rid of the ball and make somebody else beat them. I've always been a believer if you're going to lose, you're going to have to make someone else beat you. And, I feel like if we can contain her and keep her from feeding balls to Stamper and Blank, then I think we'll be in the game. If we let her loose, we're going to be in trouble.
Yeah, Boyle County Clock Hour. David had said they were working on potentially taking the Boyle County Sports Network up to live stream the game. Is there a way for us to be able to watch it? Do you know? Are they going with you all, or how we can watch it back?
Professor, she'll get everything out.
Okay.
I'll shoot you a text and let you know. But that'd be awesome. I think a lot of our fans would love to see it and be able to watch the game. We had a lot of people talk to us on Tuesday that they were able to watch the game against Madison Central. So with a little bit of luck, we can get that done, and people have an opportunity to watch it.
Be awesome. Coach, before you go, you all are working your way through the girls' soccer state tournament bracket, and here on the Joe Show, we're working our way through the best Halloween candy bracket in our Elite 8 set. And basically the way it works is I ask you two candies. They're going head-to-head. You tell me which one your favorite candy is, okay?
Perfect.
All right, here we go. So before we give you today's matchups, we have 6 of the 8 Elite 8 candy set. We have started off with 32 candies, 16 on each side, seated just like the NCAA tournament, 1 versus 16, 2 versus 15, and so on. Here's the 6 teams that have 6 candies that have advanced to the Elite 8. We have Snickers versus M&M's on one side. We have 2 spots remaining. So, Coach, the number 1 overall seed on the left-hand side of the bracket, Reese Peanut Butter Cups, going up against the 8th-seeded Jolly Ranchers. Which one do you have, Coach, Reese's or Jolly Ranchers?
Oh, Reese's Cup, hands down. That's a blowout.
The 4th-seeded Sour Patch Kids versus 5th-seeded Milky Way. Who do you have in that matchup?
I'm going to probably have to go with the Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah, Sour Patch Kids with a 4-1 lead over Milky Way. So the winners of those two matchups will face off in next week's Elite 8 for a chance to go to the Final Four. Coach, appreciate you being on. Good luck tonight. Safe travels, and we'll be rooting for you and hopefully talking next week about a Final Four matchup. How's that sound?
I think it sounds great, Joe.
All right,
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Good luck tonight, okay?
Thank you. Rebels forever.
There you go. That's Boyle County Lady Rebels soccer coach Brian Deem, Boyle County and Russell High School. Tonight, 7 o'clock at Russell. And a chance to go to the girls' state soccer Final Four. It's 9:21 in the morning.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TAXI for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TAXI for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TAXI.
Hi, this is Caraway and Adeline at Mattresses and More next door to Ace Hardware in Danville. If you are looking for new furniture or bedding, come check us out. New merchandise arriving weekly and we sell off the floor. We offer layaway and 12-month same as cash with approved credit. Come see our Nana for the best deal in town. You'll be glad you did.
Thanks, girls. Aren't they so sweet? Yes, more than a mattress store. That's living room suits, dining room suits, or just a single recliner. Mattresses and More, Houstonville Road, Danville.
Lawson's Tractor 2, your local Kubota equipment dealer, wants to help you deliver a job done right. That's why they want you to know that the new Kubota inventory is arriving daily. You have work to do. Lawson's Tractor 2 today for all your equipment needs. Lawson's Tractor 2, 4 miles south of Danville on Highway 127, open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. Lawson's Tractor 2.
When it comes to pizza, I'm a little particular style. Say what? Big City Pizza Company. They make award-winning pizzas, sandwiches, desserts, plus a great place for pizza parties with the Big Bambino, oval, and 2-foot pizza. Order for your flavor now at BigCityPizzaKY.com.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TAXI for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TAXI for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TAXI.
This is your season to save on our incredible selection of new Kias from Cartown Kia.
It's your choice, the new 2023 Kia Sportage or the new 2023 Kia Sorento. Just $349 down and $349 per month.
Unmatched design, performance, and savings all in one at Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
2023 Kia Sportage, 2318 to its signing, 2023 Kia Sorento, 2556 to its signing, $349 down, $349 per month, 36 month lease, 10,000 miles per year, plus tax, title, license, doc, and acquisition fees with approved credit. No security deposit required. All incentives to dealer price may not include dealer added options. See dealer for details. Offer expires October 31st, 2023.
The Hometown Radio Network sports broadcast schedule brought to you by Monticello Bank. High school football Friday night. Danville host Breathitt County on 103.9 FM WHIR. Boyle County host Wayne County on Z105. And Mercer County is at Garrett County. The Garrett broadcast on HometownLive.net. The Mercer broadcast on 99.5 FM WHBN. All of those games kick off at 7:30. Meanwhile, on Saturday, the Cats are on bye this week. They take on Tennessee the following week at Kroger Field. Here's a commercial that has no other point but to make you hungry. Big Mac, Big Mac, Big Mac, double cheeseburger, the double cheeseburger, the double quarter pounder with cheese, the double quarter pounder with cheese, chicken McNuggets. I'll take a 20-piece, please. The buttermilk crispy chicken sandwich, the buttermilk crispy chicken sandwich, filet of fish, the filet of fish, hot fresh French fries. Visit McDonald's of Danville and Harrodsburg. Their drive-thrus are open.
Hi, this is Jenny at the Danville Nutrition Center. Get ready for the great outdoors with our Rootology sinus and allergy support products. Or try our DEET-free, all-natural bug repellents that are safe for the whole family. We even have a natural bug repellent for dogs, which is specially formulated to repel mosquitoes, flies, fleas, and ticks. Enjoy the great outdoors naturally by visiting your locally owned Danville Nutrition Center. We are located at 802 South 4th Street in Danville.
We love NASCAR. Catch the races here on WHIR AM 1230.
.27 in the morning, 52 degrees, and we have ourselves a new world record.
You believe in miracles? Yes! Unbelievable! I don't believe what I just saw!
You may have heard this yesterday, but I didn't get around to talking about it yesterday. I'm getting heartburn just thinking about this. There's a new record for world's hottest pepper. It's a small yellow and green pepper called Pepper X. Now, if you're into this stuff, you've heard of it before. On the show Hot Ones, it's the pepper in their Last Dab hot sauce. It's been the unofficial record holder as the hottest pepper for years, but Guinness has officially certified it now as the hottest pepper. Test of this Pepper X show an average 2.69 million Scoville units. By the way, the old record was 1.6 million. To put that in perspective, an average jalapeno is from 3 to 8,000 on the Scoville scale. This is 2.69 million. The guy who created this is the same one that also created Carolina Reapers. So he broke his own record. He says it took over a decade of crossbreeding to be able to come up with Pepper X. His name is Ed Curry. Ed owns a business in South Carolina called the Pucker Butt Pepper Company. If you're a fan of spice and think you could handle this Pepper X pepper, you are unfortunately out of luck. You can't buy the whole peppers yet, or even the seeds. To protect his profits, Ed doesn't want anyone else growing them, right? So he's not going to just, hand out seeds to this thing. It's not because they're too dangerous. They're probably too dangerous, but it's basically just because he wants to protect his own profit. Even a pepper-eating specialist had a rough time when he tried Pepper X the other day. Besides Ed, he was the first person to ever eat one of the whole peppers. You can buy Pepper X hot sauce. There are a bunch of flavors, but one called the Last Dab Experience, with a capital X, Pepper X Experience, supposed to be the hottest hot sauce. A new world record, the hottest pepper. And I like hot stuff, I do. But I've had hot stuff before, like the blazing wings at Buffalo Wild Wings, where it's so hot, it's like this isn't even enjoyable. So I'm not one of those who's just going to eat something hot just to say that I ate something hot. But if you are, you can get the Last Dab Experience Pepper X hot sauce, the world's hottest pepper, verified by Guinness.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
The former Louisville police officer who shot Breonna Taylor has been involved in another incident. Miles Cosgrove is now a sheriff's deputy in Carroll County, and the Courier-Journal reports Cosgrove rammed his patrol car into a truck at the Happy Hollow RV park with such force that it damaged cinder blocks at a nearby building. The officer also allegedly pointed a gun at the driver and several onlookers. The driver of the truck was charged with fleeing and evading police. There were several witnesses to the incident. Cosgrove was fired by the Louisville Police Department back in 2021 after the shooting of Breonna Taylor. Thomas Nelson High School students staging a walkout Wednesday morning over the potential merger of schools. Over 350 students at Thomas Nelson walked out of class to protest a merger with Nelson County High School. The school district claiming high vacancy rates are the reason for the merger, which was proposed during a Board of Education meeting on Tuesday night. Nelson County has closed schools today due to understaffing, as 200 staff have called out to protest. Keeneland is looking to expand.
Kentucky Tourism has given preliminary approval for incentives on an estimated $90 million expansion at Keeneland that would include building a permanent paddock building, repositioning the saddling stalls, and more. Keeneland says that'll expand viewing and dining experiences, make things better during auctions, and allow for special events to be held year-round, among other upgrades. A statement from Governor Beshear's office calls it the largest capital project since Keeneland opened nearly 90 years ago. Keeneland's race meets and sales will continue at full capacity during construction, which is scheduled to start in January. I'm Jack Crumley.
A body found in Lake Cumberland. Kentucky Fish and Wildlife saying the body was discovered by fishermen Wednesday night. They determined that the remains are that of a white male around the age of 30 years old. The body has not yet been identified. I'm Taryn Johnson.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Hi, this is Jenny at the Danville Nutrition Center. Get ready for the great outdoors with our Rootology sinus and allergy support products. Or try our DEET-free, all-natural bug repellents that are safe for the whole family. We even have a natural bug repellent for dogs, which is specially formulated to repel mosquitoes, flies, fleas, and ticks. Enjoy the great outdoors naturally by visiting your locally owned Danville Nutrition Center. We are located at 802 South 4th Street in Danville.
You need a stopper at the new Papa's Quick Stop for some knickknacks, gas and snacks, breakfast, lunch, and fried chicken with a bone. Papa's Quick Stop has a loyalty program, fast way to earn on every purchase you make. A swipe of your card is all it takes. Come see what they've done to the new place at Papa's Quick Stop. Come try their great breakfast, lunch specials, and save on all your gas, snacks, beer, and much, much more. Hey, Papa, can you stop at the Quick Stop in Danville, across from the fairgrounds? Now offering the full Candleberry collection. Candleberry at Papa.
Planning a wedding? Paying for a wedding? Attending a wedding? Hi, this is Pim Fitzgerald Clark with Wedding Planning with Pim, inviting you to join us Monday through Friday after the 8:30 morning news on WHIR AM 1230. I'll give you sound wedding planning advice and money-saving tips, information you need, and you'll get it all right here at your favorite radio station, WHIR AM 1230.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TAXI for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TAXI for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TAXI.
This is your season to save on our incredible selection of new Kias from Cartown Kia.
It's your choice, the new 2023 Kia Sportage or the new 2023 Kia Sorento. Just $349 down and $349 per month.
Unmatched design, performance, and savings all in one at Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
2023 Kia Sportage, 2318 to its signing, 2023 Kia Sorento, 2556 to its signing, $349 down, $349 per month, 36-month lease, 10,000 miles per year, plus tax, title, license, doc, and acquisition fees with approved credit. No security deposit required. All incentives to dealer price may not include dealer added options. See dealer for details. Offer expires October 31st, 2023.
This is your season to save on our incredible selection of new Kias from Cartown Kia.
It's your choice, the new 2023 Kia Sportage or the new 2023 Kia Sorento. Just $349 down and $349 per month.
Unmatched design, performance, and savings all in one at Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
2023 Kia Sportage, 2318 to its signing, 2023 Kia Sorento, 2556 to its signing, $349 down, $349 per month, 36-month lease, 10,000 miles per year, plus tax, title, license, doc, and acquisition fees with approved credit. No security deposit required. All incentives to dealer price may not include dealer added options. See dealer for details. Offer expires October 31st, 2023.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. A local meeting with regional HR professionals, employer leaders, plant managers, and frontline supervisors will help address the hiring, onboarding, and retention challenges that people with a history of substance use disorders or incarceration face. It's set for Friday, November the 3rd, and is being put on by the Danville-Boyle County Workforce Development, Boyle County ASAP, and the Chamber of Commerce. It's free to attend. It includes lunch. If you're someone who works in employment and hiring and you'd like to attend, contact the Boyle County Extension Office. Danville Center College is joining the Coalition of Colleges. The Coalition of Colleges is a group of more than 150 colleges and universities across the nation that's committed to increasing students' access to higher education. The coalition says their members are united to support lower income, under-resourced, and first-generation students by providing responsible financial aid and bolstering student success in college and beyond. A grant given to Bergen will help alleviate some of the flooding issues. On Tuesday, Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman was joined by local leaders and officials as Coleman announced that $880,000 will be spent to install a new drainage system. It's taken years to get to this point, including having to fix Bergen's tax audits to make them eligible to receive grant money. Work's not expected to start on the project for at least another 18 months. Out of the $880,000, $562,000 will come from the federal government, with the rest from the Kentucky Department for Local Government. A new historical marker in Casey County highlights skirmishes that took place in Casey County during the Civil War. While no major battles took place in Casey County, there were soldiers stationed throughout the county, and that led to skirmishes throughout the county as well. A new marker in front of the Casey County Courthouse highlights those. The Casey County News says that marker is double-sided, calling Casey County a strategic crossroads for Union and Confederate forces during the Civil War. And a new Family Dollar and Dollar Tree in Crab Orchard is now open. The grand opening ceremony was held Saturday on Kentucky Highway 39. It's open Monday through Saturday from 8 in the morning until 10 in the evening. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
At Linux of Danville, we install all things hitch and towing related, from a gooseneck to a fifth wheel and even a classic receiver hitch. We also install wiring you need for your new hitch. Quality products made in America. Call us today, 59209-4033, or stop by 935 Stanford Road. Linux of Danville, we make tough look good.
Take advantage of spooktacular savings at Don Franklin Family of Dealerships. Choose from thousands of new and pre-owned vehicles. Plus, Don Franklin's 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage is available for most makes and models. Hurry into Don Franklin or DonFranklinAuto.com.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by
At Cowell Collision Center, Lebanon Road, right here in Danville. Mostly cloudy skies, a high today 68, a low tonight of 51. Wind gust up over 20 miles per hour. Tomorrow, rain showers, thunderstorms likely, a high of 62. And on Saturday, mostly sunny 68. Sunday, you get sunshine and a high of 58. Right now, it's 9:39 in the morning, and we have Sharon Martin in studio from Heritage Hospice and the Veterans Appreciation Day event, which, wow, we are so glad is back after a 3-year hiatus due to the COVID-19 pandemic and back in person. And Sharon, glad to have you in studio. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing okay. So glad to finally be back on here after 3 long
Been crazy,
years.
hasn't it? Yeah.
Yes,
You had Jack with you. Where did Jack take off?
I don't know where he went.
Did he know there was a second interview?
I think so. Yeah. I don't know what happened to him.
Okay, we'll give Jack a shout-out. Jack Hendricks was here with Sharon earlier this morning. But, Sharon, how good does it feel to be able to have this event back in person now after a 3-year hiatus? This is something you will enjoy doing. You love honoring the veterans, and now you get to have it again after 3 years.
Well, it's amazing. I have been working on a course for a long period of time, and you always have that in the back of your mind. Is this really going to be it? And really thought we were going to be back last year, but it just didn't line up right, and things were going on. But it's amazing now because we're getting ready to go back into the Armory, which is completely renovated. It's absolutely amazing inside, and it's just going to be so new, so fresh. And in a lot of ways, it's like starting over in some aspects, but yet it's just amazing to be back up and running. Of course, I'm doing it for veterans all year long, but this is just the most special event just because I get to have the opportunity with the committee to be able to bring everybody back together one more time.
Yeah, so let's talk about this event. It is on November the 10th, which is a Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Friday, November the 10th, 11 o'clock until 2, as Sharon said, at the Danville National Guard Armory there on Stanford Road. If Sharon, people have never come to this event before, a veteran in Boyle, Garrett, Lincoln, and Mercer, they're hearing this for the first time, or maybe they've been in the past, but it's been 3 years and they can't really remember how things work. Tell us what this event is about, what we can expect when these veterans walk in.
Well, a lot of people, that I've worked with this last year especially, have told me they've not been to the event. And like you said, they're a little rusty. It's been a while. But the main thing to remember now, it's a little different this year because it's on November the 10th, which is the day before Veterans Day, and it's on a Friday. But we did that because there's so many children that love to be involved. So when you come on Stanford Road, there is going to be some traffic control things going on, but please remember at the Danville National Guard Armory, the actual event is from 11 to 2, so you will park at the Admiral Stadium. You will be shuttled over. That's also including those that may have a disability. Shuttled over to the Armory, and when they get into the Armory parking lot, they're going to register. If they've been to the event before, their name should already be on the list. It makes pretty quick. They pick up a badge, and they'll be able to go in on the red carpet that's rolled out. They'll also see some children out front that will be thanking them on the way in, and then when they get in, they can be seated. And when they are seated, there will be someone that serves them. Our motto is to serve those who have served us. Mm-hmm. And there's all kinds of good food. There's barbecue. All this starts the day before. It's made from scratch from the District 21 Masons, and fish and hush puppies, coleslaw, and homemade desserts from area churches and volunteers. And there's over $1,000 worth of door prizes. They have an opportunity, and they don't have to stay the whole time to get a door prize. They get a ticket when they register, and if they have that special little number on the back, then when they get ready to go out the back of the Armory and get shuttled back to their vehicle, they get a goodie bag, and they have the opportunity to win whenever they decide to leave a door prize. So it's pretty amazing. There is a little something different when you are exiting out of the stadium. We're going to kind of ask you to go in a different direction back behind and come out on the Martin Luther King. You won't be coming back out just because it just cuts down on the traffic flow that's coming through there. Plus, we want to be safe. So, but it's going to be so much fun. And if you haven't been there before, just come and let us spoil you for a little while because it's just a total different environment. It's a mini reunion, and you'll see so many people maybe you haven't seen for a long time.
Yeah.
Because we've had them from 19 to 105.
I was going to say, this is it's such a wide range of veterans and even those that are still obviously active that are there, from 18, 19-year-olds who have just joined the military to 100-plus-year-old who served our country heroically when they did, World War II veterans, things like that, and being able to see the young and the elderly at the same table swapping stories, the past and the present, it's something to behold. And you all have had, what, like 1,000 plus? Is that right? I mean,
yeah, we have. It's actually been recognized since we have been down. I guess people more emphasis on it, but we've been recognized through many programs and recognized by the state. It's one of the largest ones in the state, which I'm sure there's others, but in our particular four-county area, it is the biggest event that's in those areas. And again, it's because the veterans is what makes it happen. If the veterans didn't show up, this event would not occur. And we honor all World War II veterans. We honor the oldest, the second oldest, and we also honor the youngest that shows up. So that's how we had to know the age ranges that are there. And again, it's just there's not a lot of loud music, not a lot of videos. It's just about them and them be able to hear each other and enjoy the awesome food that's there and people to be able to serve them. They don't have to serve themselves. That's what it's about. We get to serve you and spoil you for a little while.
11 o'clock until 2 on that Friday, November the 10th, the 13th annual Heritage Hospice Veterans Appreciation Day event. And this is not one of those things, Sharon, where you have to show up right at 11 if you're a veteran. If you get off work at 11 and can come at noon or 12:30 or 1, it's kind of come and go as you please, isn't it?
It is, and it's the same way with the door prizes. I mean, you'll pretty much know as soon as you get there. You can turn your ticket in any time. Some of them used to come and stay from 11 to 2, and we have to-go boxes as well. Like if you just don't have the time, or maybe the crowds are something that you have an issue with, you're welcome to come in. We'll fix your to-go box to go. We serve up to 2 o'clock. And we just want you to know that it's just about you and what you need, and enjoy that. And also, we've been asked this so many times, but the widowers, male and female, of veterans that have been a part of this event since we started, you are welcome to still continue to come. If that's something you want to continue to be a part of, and you feel like you need to be there, well, you just come. Yeah. We've had that asked us so many times. So, yes, you are welcome to come and be a part of the event as well.
With Sharon Martin from Heritage Hospice, and again, the Veterans Appreciation Day event Friday, November the 10th at the Danville National Guard Armory. There are a lot of volunteers that help put this event on. I mean, you've got school classes that come in. There's a Veterans Day committee. Sharon, how many volunteers do you all have that help put this on?
Well, I mean, we have obviously an amazing committee, because without this group of people that have been long-term, now we have lost a lot over the last 3 years. We have lost, for sure, Jim Talley, which was a huge key to us.
Yeah.
And then we had 2 others that we have lost from the venue setup, and as well as those that have been sick. We've lost 2 of those. I mean, we just had a lot of losses we've had to reestablish. And if you're interested, some people just want to know, how do I serve on the committee? What can I do? That's when you can call Heritage Hospice and ask for me. That number is 859-236-2425. But mainly, too, the volunteers, usually outside the committee, we're running around 100. We do have those kids that are active, love to come, love to serve. We have community members from the court systems to just community volunteers, business owners, and they just come. They just come and want to be a part of it across the board. And, of course, without our sponsors, this event is expensive, because we literally love to spoil our veterans. And after 3 years and everything elevated to the point that it is, so I'm finding out, we couldn't do it without them. I mean, it's literally a huge support from the volunteering to the monetary donations. It's huge.
You mentioned the sponsors. There are quite a bit of door prizes that have been donated from area businesses. So, Sharon, let's say someone's listening right now and they want to donate. They're a business owner and they're finding out about this, or they want to help in any way they can. Are you all still taking door prizes for this?
Sure.
Okay.
We are taking them in many forms. because, again, the expenses are what they're going to be, and it all goes to veterans. So, for instance, if we have a penny left over, that penny carries over to the next event and other things that are related to veterans. So if you have a heart for veterans you want to give, again, you can call the 859-236-2425 number at Heritage Hospice. You can drop it off at Heritage Hospice, and they will make sure that I get it. You just need to tell them that it's for the veterans event that is coming up. And we just appreciate so much all the support because, again, it's all about them. And we love to be able to honor and spoil our veterans for a little while.
Sharon Martin with Heritage Hospice, November the 10th. Mark it down. If you are a veteran, served in the military, if maybe you're listening, your husband, your wife, your son, your daughter, grandma, grandpa, whatever it may be, and you know that maybe they're not listening this morning, pass the message along to them. For veterans in the Boyle, Garrett, Lincoln, and Mercer County areas, the 4-county area that Heritage Hospice serves, it is the 13th annual Heritage Hospice Veterans Appreciation Day event, back in person after a 3-year hiatus, and we are so glad it's back, and we are looking forward to this event on Friday, November the 10th. We'll step aside. We'll come back and finish up the conversation with Sharon Martin from the Veterans Appreciation Day event right here on The Joe Show on 103.9 FM WHIR, Danville News Talk Sports, your talk of the town.
Hi, this is Karen, and at ADA Heating and Air, we offer free estimates on replacements. We install American Standard heating and air conditioning equipment. Our employees do not work on commission, so you don't pay for unnecessary repairs. We offer the best pricing around. On average, we can save you 15%. We offer same or next day service. Financing is available on our website at adaheatingandair.com. Call ADA today for all your HVAC needs at 859-519-6382. ADA is on the way.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Hey, good morning.
Days with the price of gas being so high?
Bye.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
$200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TAXI for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TAXI for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TAXI.
Wow, Tricky's Car Wash is ready to make your vehicle look its very best. Tricky's Car Wash behind Smart Lube off South 4th Street. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 7, and on Saturdays by appointment. Pickup and delivery service is available. 583-0560. Wash only $15. Wash and interior $25. Wash plus wax plus interior $50. And full detail, talk with Tricky. Tricky's Car Wash, 430 Bay Street, 583-0560. Right behind Smart Lube off South 4th. Tricky's Car Wash.
Authentic Mexican grocery store, cakes, fresh produce, piñatas, boots, belts, and more. La Michoacana Mexican grocery store. Family owned and operated, offering the best Mexican products created. La Michoacana Mexican grocery store. And to make your tummy smile, Taco Yumas, their on-site food truck that's also available for catering and events. So where do you go for authentic Mexican product? La Michoacana Mexican grocery store. In Danville on Houstonville Road.
This is your season to save on our incredible selection of new Kias from Cartown Kia.
It's your choice, the new 2023 Kia Sportage or the new 2023 Kia Sorento. Just $349 down and $349 per month.
Unmatched design, performance, and savings all in one at Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
2023 Kia Sportage, 2318 to its signing, 2023 Kia Sorento, 2556 to its signing, $349 down, $349 per month, 36 month lease, 10,000 miles per year, plus tax, title, license, doc, and acquisition fees with approved credit. No security deposit required. All incentives to dealer price may not include dealer added options. See dealer for details. Offer expires October 31st, 2023.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Ask Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance Agency in Danville if Auto Owners makes sense for you. Call me, Mark Dexter, or Chris Reitmeyer.
Planning a wedding? Paying for a wedding? Attending a wedding? Hi, this is Pim Fitzgerald-Clark with Wedding Planning with Pim, inviting you to join us Monday through Friday after the 8:30 morning news on WHIR AM 1230. I'll give you sound wedding planning advice and money-saving tips, information you need, and you'll get it all right here at your favorite radio station, WHIR AM 1230.
Be prepared for what Mother Nature brings. Keep up to date with weather forecasts here every hour on WHIR.
9:53 in the morning. It is Thursday, October the 19th, so less than a month away. We'll have the 13th annual Heritage Hospice Veterans Appreciation Day event, luncheon, door prizes. They've got parking for those who need a shuttle service. They'll have that. You park at the Danville Admiral Football Stadium, and they can shuttle you up to the front doors. I think I mentioned door prizes. A lot of different volunteers have come together to, as Sharon has mentioned multiple times, to serve those who have served us valiantly and heroically. And Sharon, again, this day, very special day for those who want to come. What do they need to do? What do they need to bring for those veterans? Just bring themselves, right, and show up and be served.
Yeah, just come and park at the Danville Admiral Stadium. And then, of course, as soon as that nobody can park in the Army parking lot. If they need to drop off, let's just say they want to do a cake or a pie for the desserts and they need to drop that off, or maybe a door prize even. Hopefully we get those, earlier enough so that we can, get them on our sponsor boards and things. But they'll come in, tell them they're going to do a drop-off. But if they're just coming, park at the stadium, and then when they get into the Armory parking lot after being shuttled over, they will go to the registration desk out front. And again, if they've already been there, their name will already be on the list. We'll get you in quickly. And if they're a volunteer, if they'll just look to the right, there is a volunteer sign-in, and you will need a badge to be able to enter the Armory.
Sharon, you have put this on. Have you been involved with this all 13 years since kind of its inception? So 13 years plus going strong for you, and every year you keep on wanting to do it every single year. Why does it mean this much to you?
Well, from the very beginning of all this, it's a small thing that we can do for a veteran. And my son-in-law has been deployed twice now, so I've got to see it from the other perspective. And, of course, I've had uncles and family members that have served. But the whole part of all of this is just from the very beginning when I was asked about if I was interested in helping with veterans it's just our opportunity. And it doesn't have to be an event to do it, just to thank a veteran for the sacrifices. The families also need to be thanked because they've made this sacrifice too. But it's just another
segment about honoring the oldest and youngest veteran, the oldest that you've ever honored, 105, is that right? 105 years old,
yeah.
And how important it is to honor those people. And the stats show as of 2023, so this would have been earlier this year, about 119,500 living World War II veterans in the United States, and about 130 die every day due to old age. And so to be able to honor those people and, from World War II on to the different wars and battles that we have fought in, those who have served overseas, those who have served here in the United States, it's such an important thing to be able to do.
It is, and it's amazing because our Korean war veterans are, ranking up there. They're getting in their, 80s, 90s, and every year we watch it decline. We watch them start off because we initially started this 13 years ago. We probably had 55 World War II veterans. We got pictures of them, and we've watched them over time. And when you get those cards back where you've sent those invites back and, it says deceased, it just pulls on your heart because you never want to miss an opportunity, no matter where they've served, even currently, just because our suicide rate is just through the roof as well. And a lot of those are in their 30s and 40s. We don't want to miss an opportunity to let them know how important. And you know what? They've even got a buddy system going on right now where you call 10 veterans that you might know just to check in on them, just to say, how are you today? And that is actually Buddy Week this week. So if you know a veteran, please just call them. Say, how are you? Anything I can do for you? Whatever the case may be. But just check on them because they need to be checked on.
236-2425, the phone number to hospice. If you have any questions about the Veterans Appreciation Day event, if you would like to volunteer, if you are a business owner, would like to donate door prizes, if you want to do something as simple as making a cake or a pie or a dessert for the dessert. I know when I was there one year, there were so many desserts, they were like door prizing the desserts out too. I mean, there were so many desserts, which is awesome. Like every veteran was going home with like a cake or a pie.
Yeah, and they love that because I was telling them that story earlier about how I saw this amazing chocolate cake with this amazing icing, and both hands were gripped around it, and he was leaving. And I'm like, look at your cake and everything. I said, looks amazing. And I said, can I have a piece of that? And he said, no. So I thought, okay, it's your time to be selfish. It's all your cake, And, we have so many stories about amazing things, the smiles, the diabetic, having cake, icing, frosting on their nose, and just different things. But you know what? It's all about them and them having a special day. That's what it's all about.
236-2425 is Hospice's number. If you have any questions about this event, they do this every year, and it's been canceled the last 3 years because of COVID, and wow, we are excited to have this back. Friday, November the 10th, 11 to 2, Danville National Guard Armory. It is in person. It's back, the 13th annual Heritage Hospice Veterans Appreciation Day event to honor all veterans from Boyle, Garrett, Lincoln, and Mercer counties. Sharon, appreciate you being on.
Thank you so much for
Absolutely.
having me.
There's that sad music again. That means my time has come to an end of the Joe Show. Had a blast with you all on this Thursday morning. Hoping that the start to your work day is just a little bit more bearable. Sharon just got this message in from Brian Caldwell, our EMS director, or EMA director, I should say. November 10th is the Marine Corps birthday.
Yeah.
So kind of scheduled it on that same day, the birthday of the Marine Corps on that day.
Well,
November
they'll all
10th.
be celebrating at the event.
There you go. Awesome stuff. So make sure you mark that down, November 10th, for those veterans who have served or currently serving Boyle, Garrett, Lincoln, and Mercer counties. You're invited November 10th, 6 o'clock for the Boyle County Football Coaches Show, Coach Haddix and Steve Bertram, and then 7 o'clock tonight, the Garrett County Coaches Show with Spencer Crutchfield. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. Top Hour News is 30 seconds away.